Hill figure. This is the Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Let's get down to business. Folks, this will be a chatty patty, extra messy, tea sipper special. I'm just letting you know right now. Keke Palmer has dropped a diss track directed at her baby daddy, Darius Jackson. Smack, who is this nigga? And it dropped on Friday on TikTok. The comments are lit. Whole bunch of females. I know that's right. You go, girl. Let them know. Now, we had a great discussion Friday. I stand firm on everything I said about me, how I date women, my era, my generation, yada, yada, yada. But then I had to do a little more research, and, I had to look at Keke Palmer as the 29-year-old that she is. She's been lit. She's been doing this in the world of entertainment. And I had to say, what if that were my daughter? What if that were my daughter and some nondescript nigga, put a baby up in her and then tried to check her, knowing good and goddamn well this is her field of entertainment. This is how she gets the bag. I think they call her, is it Keke Get the Bag, or some type of nickname they have for her by way of, her fans and supporters. And I have to ask the question tonight. Is her baby daddy a hoe-ass nigga? Is he a hoe-ass nigga? He has deleted and then reinstated his Twitter account, scrubbed everything. His last post, which is still out there, he's trying to justify critiquing the outfit that she wore when she was dancing with Usher at his residency in Las Vegas. Now, to be fair, to be respectful, I met Usher, great guy, came on my show years ago. Rumor has it that Usher has herpes. So did she go back to the room with Usher and Smash? No. And her baby daddy, again, Darius Jackson, has been getting dragged. Keke put out, a TikTok track. If you're going to act up, I'm going to link up. She's dancing. Where do we go tonight? Okay, the diss track is out there. It's kind of hot, to be honest with you. All right, also, Florida Boy Jay called me this morning. Florida Boy Jay is one of my correspondents. He's not a sponsor. He's a young person who, along with Rugarani and others and Deeds, they keep me up to speed on things. Florida Boy Jay sent me a link to Nick Fuentes on the Fresh and Fit show on YouTube. In case you're new to the show, I do not critique, nor do I attack other YouTube platforms. It's just not what I do. It doesn't benefit me. And if anything, I try to salute the younger people coming up, So I'm familiar with this platform. Rugarani put me up on Fresh and Fit a year or so ago, if not more, okay? So Nick Fuentes, who some of you may or may not know, let me just give you some context here, surrounded by a bunch of young black females. They were loving him, cheering him on, to the point where he said nigger, Nigger. Nick Fuentes, in case you don't know, born 1998. He is a, let me see here. What are they claiming? He's a far-right American white supremacist, political commentator, and live streamer. A former YouTuber, his channel was permanently suspended in February of 2020 for violating YouTube's hate speech policies, okay? He's also a Holocaust denier, and he openly says he supports Adolf Hitler. So there you have it, okay? This is who was on the Fresh and Fit show, and I have no problem with who they bring on their show. And I don't have any problem with one of the guys, I forget his name, I say that respectfully, was wearing a KKK hood. Shit was lit. Now, I would be a hypocrite to say that this guy, Nick Fuentes, should not be able to say what he said. Hell, my homie, my friend, White Boy Rory calls into the show. A lot of black people love and support Rory. And let me just say this, he doesn't support anything that Nick Fuentes supports. Rory, if you don't know, loves the brown sugar. Rory is one of those New York hip-hop white guys. He knows, he loves hip-hop, okay? So if you want to comment on Nick Fuentes going on the Fresh and Fit podcast, phone lines are open, Cash App, Super Chat, and so on and so forth, okay? Deeds, if you're out there, can you text me? I need to ask you something before we continue on. And I also want to mention this. Hold on a second, guys. I got so many notes on my desk here. Keke Palmer a month ago put out a video called Love Like This, okay? 38,000 views, okay, on Key TV. That's her network. And I would imagine she was singing toward her, or directing that toward her new baby daddy. And I saw some other videos with her moving around that he was filming her ass, her butt cheeks, and then putting it up on social media. So is he a hypocrite? Is he a hypocrite? If you put a baby up in a female such as this, and if she willingly wants to have that baby, you know what it is. How do you then say, I don't like the outfit, you're a mother now? Yeah. My generation, yes, absolutely. Again, I stand 10 toes down on everything I said. But she was a child star. I've been pulling notes on her. A child star. So this is her world. This is her reality. Troll babies, good evening. What is the name that they call Keke Palmer? Is it Keke Get the Bag or Keke something? I think it's Keke Catching Bag, something. Anyway, so is this guy a hoe-ass nigga, okay? And I'm looking at her TikTok page, 7.8 million followers. Lord Jesus. Okay, phone lines are open right now. And a little bit later, I may or may not touch on something. Are you guys up to speed on No Bailouts for Reparations Act? I say again, the No Bailouts for Reparations Act, H.R. 4321. This is a bill that was just introduced in the state of Texas by Republicans. This is designed to discourage the growing local reparations movement. H.R. 4321. We'll talk about that later if you care to. If not, we're going to be on some tea sipping, chatty patty, gossip nonsense tonight. Cheers early. Ooh, okay. Hang on a sec. Okay, Deeds. Let me just respond to Deeds, guys. Okay, Skylar Saunders, are you calling in, sir? Are you calling in? As I just have to check something here. Okay, Deeds will respond right away. All right, I think that's it for this evening in terms of the topics. Jamie Foxx was spotted on a boat earlier this morning, somewhere in Chicago. Hang on a second. Anybody know what Jamie Foxx spotted on a boat? The Chicago River. Was that really Jamie Foxx? Was that a hologram? Was he cloned? Troll babies, was that Jamie Foxx? I see a couple of people saying Jamie Foxx clone. Is he out of here? Are they trying not to, admit that? Well, I don't know. Let me say, supposedly he got the shot, the jab, I don't know. Okay, Sunday evening. Okay, thank you, Deeds. Yeah, Keke Palmer, 29 years of age. Been doing the damn thing and got this nigga, in his feelings, huh? And he has since gone into hiding. Lord have mercy, okay? Guys, also, if you're just now tuning in and you have not seen my show in a couple of days or a week or more, I'm now home. I'm back in Stone Harbor, New Jersey, as you can see right there, okay? Live from Stone Harbor. I got the hell out of Georgia July the 4th. I'll be back next month to get one of my cars, but I'm officially out of Georgia, and I'm in a great place, all right? Let's get to the phone lines early. Let's go to area code 302. Good evening. A Chatty Patty special. You up to speed. Area code 302. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Mr. Skylar Saunders, how are you, sir?
This is Skylar Saunders.
Good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you as well, sir. How are you?
Yeah, good. I sent you a link. I'm not sure if you're up to speed, but you are a writer, a journalist.
Yeah.
You're very, very informed. Did you see Nick Fuentes on the Fresh and Fit podcast and the mammies surrounding him and loving him?
Yeah, it just makes me sick. And nobody should let up on them because he is a super white, right-wing white supremacist, and he should not be let up. He's in the same camp as Kanye. If you're going to dump on Kanye, you better dump on this Mexican boy because he's not even white. He's Mexican. So that has to be just laid out just as proper. Because if you're going to talk about a black man, yay, you better be ready to be talking about a Mexican as well. Talking about these, light-skinned Negroes, really, in a sense.
Okay. I think you and I are not on the same page on this one. Not that we have to be. I have no problem with Nick Fuentes, his views, or whatever. I prefer knowing where a person stands. Their philosophy and or ideology, as long as they're not trying to intrude on my rights. I'm a little more concerned. Well, with the mammies, the young black mammies. Loving him, damn near throwing the wop at him. What do you think about that?
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I said if they would probably be so quick to talk about gay, and they're like throwing themselves at this white supremacist who's not even white. The irony of all that.
Okay.
He's just a piece of trash. I remember he was at a dinner with Ye at Trump's I think it was in Mar-a-Lago, in Florida.
Yeah.
And they were at like a summit together. They're at a dinner. So they're on the same card. He's an aficionado of Adolf Hitler. He has ties against Jewish people. And like I said, he's not trampling on my rights, but I have reserved the right to be in complete disagreement with all his views and his ideals.
What about the mammies? What about the black woman is God? Protect black women. You keep gravitating towards Nick Fuentes. Let me just say for the record, Viva Mexico. What about the mammies? Loving him, damn near pee popping on his lap. Skylar?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I love my black women, but they were completely out of pocket. They were wrong. They were vicious and evil to support this person because they were laying down like they said everything is short of yes, sir. I sure is with you. That is true. That is real. I was true. That is sure is right. Like they had that whole mentality about them.
Okay. All right. Well. Good to hear from you, man. Let me hang on a second. I want to make sure that I'm promoting you. And Skylar, if I forget when we do have our discussions, just shoot me a text. Guys on the screen, youtube.com/Sky Saunders. You go live daily or how many days a week, Skylar? I forget.
Yeah, I try to do Monday through Friday. Sometimes I do the weekends. I had some stuff to do this weekend, so I was off.
Okay.
So I'll be back on my grind tomorrow.
Okay. Are you up to speed on the No Bailouts for Reparations Act, H.R. 4321? You up to speed on that?
Did that pass? I just heard it on NPR not too long ago.
It's a bill.
Did they pass that?
It's a bill. It's not a law. But if you get time, man, I would love to see your take on this. H.R. 4321.
Yeah, I'll research it.
Out of Texas, okay?
All right.
Good to talk to you, Skylar. Thank you for tapping in.
Thank you very much for the promotion, sir.
Yes, sir.
It.
Thank you. Okay. All right, Skylar Saunders. Folks, this will be a chatty patty tea sipper special tonight. Whoa, is that number 9 tapping in early? Hang on a second, guys. Let me get my screen together here, okay? I want to make sure that we are all on the same page. And if you're just now joining me again, we're talking about the Keke Palmer diss track on her TikTok page. Damn, 8.3 million views since this Friday. And she's got the merch. If you're going to act up, What does she say? I'm a link up. Link up with who? Uh-oh, is that Gene Richmond, a.k.a. number 9, on a Sunday evening? Gene Richmond.
Yes, it is. In the great words of the great Joe Pine, greetings and salutations.
Okay, good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you. Good to hear from you as well.
Yeah.
I just wanted to jump right into the Nick Fuentes Fresh and Fit podcast conversation.
Okay.
For starters, I just want to say Nick Fuentes is one of the most profound young minds in this dissident conversation in regards to the establishment, in regards to being America first, in regards to looking at the government as a corrupt entity, in regards to calling it what it is.
Okay.
Nick was probably one of the first guys in his age group, he's only 25, to speak out against really mass migration and what was going on at the borders when nobody was talking about it.
Okay.
And he's not a white supremacist. That term is a made-up term that progressives and liberals like to use. There's no such thing as a white supremacist. White advocacy has nothing to do with white supremacy.
Okay.
Let's just get that. Let's just get that out of the question, please.
I'm letting you speak. Go ahead.
But,
I'm letting you speak. Go ahead.
But I will say I enjoyed watching coveted black women throw themselves at this so-called white supremacists because these black ghetto women are realizing that the black man has failed them within the last several decades. Yeah, black men have failed them.
Come on.
There's no return in the investment in black men in this society. So they figured, you know what? Let's throw this.
But you yourself are a black man.
And see how far we can get.
But you yourself are a black man of Haitian descent. You were born here in Connecticut, born and raised in Connecticut. You're saying black men have failed the black woman? You're saying that?
Wholeheartedly.
Okay.
I mean, if they didn't get failed, why are they out of pocket? Why is over 70% of the black homes occupied primarily by the black woman with children? Why are black women like Keke Palmer cheek clapping and making diss records, and the boyfriend looks like a sucker? Why didn't he put a ring on her finger if she was so valuable? She's a Hollywood actress, big time Hollywood actress.
Do you think he tried?
A sensational entertainer.
Hang on, number 9. Do you think he tried to put a ring on it and she said, not now? Darius Jackson, that's his name. Smack, who is this nigga? Do you think he tried to put a ring on it and she said, not now, I'm busy. Maybe in 10 years.
No, I believe he didn't try at all. I believe he didn't try at all. Marriage is not part of the equation nowadays.
Okay.
Especially with these postmodern feminist ideologues. Marriage isn't part of the equation in 2023.
Okay.
So I believe he didn't even pose that question.
Okay. So Friday, if I can just bring you up to speed, because I'm not sure if you caught Friday's broadcast, I said some things. I stand on what I said with regards to me being a man of a certain age, how I talk it and I walk it with regards to dating, females, and so on and so forth. But I had to go back and re-examine this Keke Palmer situation and look at her from the perspective of my daughter. She's 29 years of age. What would I want my daughter, even though I don't do hypotheticals, what would I want my daughter to think about males? Because not all males are men. What would I want her to do? To listen to him if he's not successful? I mean, he's the father of her child, yes. But can he hold her down, support her? And then I was looking at videos. He was posting of her. So he was trying to exploit her on social media. Are you up to speed, number 9?
Yeah, I'm very much up to speed. I believe it was a picture, a video of her booty clapping, if I'm correct.
A few videos.
And some tight spandex.
Yeah.
Of course. He was a part of the debauchery. He was a part of this subculture of exploitation.
Right.
So he's no better.
Yeah.
I mean, he can make whatever claim he wants and speak out against the woman, but he had no position in her life. He's just a guy who knocked up a Hollywood actress, and he's just been along for the ride. He doesn't make more money than her. He doesn't have more wealth than she is, not any more fame or notoriety. He's barely known her less than 2.5 years, knocked her up, and here we are. I mean,
hold on a second. Number 9, Deeds just sent me a link. When is this? From July the 8th, 2023. Black Twitter packs Darius Jackson the F up after his old tweets surfaced defending police for the death of Alton Sterling. So he has scrubbed his Twitter, but these are some of the older things coming up. Not that, everything should be held against him, but again, hang on a second. I had to go back just to make sure that I'm being objective. This is the objective perspective. Number 9, go. You were saying? Go ahead.
Come on. Alton Sterling was a thug. Come on. That's one less delinquent breaking into your home and putting your family at risk. Come on. Alton Sterling was a thug. Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. That never happened. Hands up, don't shoot.
For those who don't know, Alton Sterling was a 37-year-old black man shot and killed by 2 white Baton Rouge police officers back in 2016. Go ahead, you were saying? Go ahead.
Let me guess. He was coming home with some Skittles and some iced tea, and some evil cops killed him.
Easy.
It's just we got to get right. But we got to get away from these narratives. We got to get away from these bogus narratives. Alton Sterling was a thug.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah. Listen, I don't want to go down the path now of this guy's or all of his tweets, but okay. So Keke Palmer released a TikTok diss track. All black women are supporting her. You're a father, yes, and I don't. You've spoken about your beautiful daughter. Is she a teenager now, or is she in college? I forget.
Oh, yeah, she's going into her second year of college, yeah.
Wow.
A sophomore.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time has flown.
Oh, yeah. Time flies, doesn't it?
Okay. You yourself, a dark-complected Haitian-American. Her mother's Caucasian, like my mother. Yes, your daughter's mother? I forget.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Just wanted to
Correct.
throw you a curveball. Okay,
she's a hybrid. Yeah, she's a hybrid like you.
Yeah.
she's a eugenics. She's a eugenics experiment like yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey man,
she was actually created in a lab. Yeah.
Stop! Don't do that to you. Don't do that to your daughter. Don't do that to your daughter. But you guys, your relationship has improved. Yes.
Okay. Tenfold. A whole lot. We're in a much better place.
Good. Okay. Final thoughts or words on Nick Fuentes on the Fresh and Fit show. Again, I don't attack other platforms. Salute to those guys. But this is kicking up some dust. There's some other YouTube platforms that are highly upset with the support that the black women who were in the studio with him were giving him. Final thoughts, Gene Richmond.
Well, it's very telling. I think it's very telling watching those clips from the podcast. It really shows you that black people are not a monolith. Mm-hmm. Black people don't have a one-dimensional way of thinking on ideas and views socially, politically. And that just goes to show you more where we are and where this generation is. These were these young, fairly attractive black women, and they were flirting with Nick.
Yeah.
They were laughing with Nick. They were throwing themselves at him. They were telling him to say the N-word, and they thought it was hilarious.
And he did.
They were very comfortable with him.
And he did.
Yeah, they were very comfortable with him, and he did. Yep. And they thought it was cute, and one girl even said he was cute. So again, it just goes to show you. It just goes to show you that not all black folks are on the same code, and I think we've been well aware of this for quite.
Nor should they be.
Some time.
Nor should they be. Nor should they be. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 9. Good. Oh, hey, hang on. Before you go, have we discussed the new movie, The Flash, yet?
Yeah, we did. I called up last week.
Gotcha. Okay.
Talked about on the show.
My mind is slipping.
The Flash will be released on video on demand this coming week. It did so poorly
Okay.
in movie theaters. They had to yank it out of theaters. But
Wow.
you will have access, you will have access to it on all your streaming platforms.
Hey, man, good to talk to you. Have a great evening. Thank you, number 9.
All right.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Okay, all right. Gene Richmond, a.k.a. number 9, tapping in. Florida Boy Jay, where are you, sir? FBJ, let's get to it. Folks, tonight is a tea sipping special. Hold on a second. Where is Florida Boy Jay? Thank you again, Deeds. Folks, I'm back in Stone Harbor, New Jersey, in case you don't know, and I have been sleeping like a baby. Man, I slept today until like 9:35 a.m., which is late for me. Took a drive. Went down by the water. And somewhere around 12 noon, I went and got myself some fried oysters. Life is great. Life is great. Okay, Florida Boy Jay says give him 10 minutes. He's in transit. Okay. Gangsta Love got your donation, sir. He says, Star, don't forget Rory loves black pussy too. #per. Okay, we're on that type of time tonight. Okay. Jeffrey, I got your email. Thank you, Jeffrey. Salute to you, sir. Thank you so much for tapping in. Big J, Keke Palmer. She probably eats good man parts. Oh, I like that. Is that what they're calling her, Keke Palmer? Big J, I stand on everything I said on Friday about, how I date women, how I educate them. I'm the man. Not just because I say so, but because I lead by way of example. There's no upgrading from me, Do as I say, or else kick rocks. But I had to go back and look at this Keke Palmer situation, and these are young people that are in the matrix. They're born into it. Everything is filmed. Everything is streamed. It's a different generation. I then somehow wound up on Keke Palmer doing an interview, I think it was on Complex, and she threw shade at Lotto for recording a conversation with Nicki Minaj. Troll babies, are you up to speed? Then I watched Keke Palmer defend Megan Thee Stallion against Tory Lanez. Okay. Let's bring in area code 980. Sunday evening. This is a tea sipper special. Please turn that down in the background. Please turn that down or I have to get you off the line. 980. Are you ready? 980.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Good evening.
Can you hear me?
Good evening. I can hear you, yes.
Star.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for calling. What am I supposed to sit here and keep playing with you? Big Ike got your donation. Thank you for tapping in, sir. Hi, Sharon. I got your email and your donation. Okay, that's a little lengthy, Sharon. That's like 2 paragraphs. Can you chisel that down, please? It's Sunday. I'm sipping some wine here. I can't do all that. Big Ike says, hold on a second, via PayPal. Told y'all niggas, y'all up here calling these hoes queens and shit. LMAO, shaking my head. If she ain't righteous, then that bitch only fit for her knees or back church. Okay, back church, he said, okay. Big Ike then says, that little Latino nigga was raised wrong. He need a real nigga like Flacco, okay, that's my little associate, to teach him the rules of the game. You know his girl knew better, LOL. Oh, okay. That's not funny. Please don't take me back to that place and time. Flacco is an old associate of mine who was tuning up his Puerto Rican girlfriend when we came home from high school one day, George Washington High School, uptown Manhattan. We were getting ready to sniff some coke, and he just Okay, and then Big Eye Key says, I always wondered, does Nigga 9 have any funny flashbacks when those white officers threw his black ass on the ground and cuffed him? LOL. Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. Marvin, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in, sir. Tea Sippers exclusive tonight. Hashtag who's child? Who hashtag it's messy. Hey man, this Keke Palmer story is not dead. It's not dead. I think it's picking up traction. And again, this is the objective perspective. So I had to go and make sure that I was being fair. You know, a man of my age, my caliber, I don't want to be kicking dirt on a younger female unless she deserves it. But this guy, again, Darius Jackson, he knew what it was off the rip with her. And then I saw her with her High Yellow Baby singing the Stevie Wonder classic, Isn't He Lovely? Well, she changed the words around because Stevie's version was singing about his daughter, Isn't She Lovely? And Keke Palmer's got a voice. Area code 980. Good evening. Are you there? Are you up to speed on the topics? 980.
Yeah, I'm here, Star. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. You hung up on me a couple seconds ago. I'm trying to get all the volume down so you can hear me.
Okay. Well, you were acting black, sir. Now you're on point. Good evening. Where do you want to start, sir?
I want to start with Keke Palmer.
Yeah. Come on.
All right.
Let's get to the tea.
Look.
Let's get to the tea.
She honestly, I grew up watching her. You feel me?
Okay.
Nickelodeon. You feel me? I was always like, yeah, she's a little nerdy, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was picking on her. Like, you feel me? Man, she glowed up now, right? But it's crazy because it's like, I didn't know she was really like, listen, you remember that movie she was on with Ice Cube?
You know, I can't honestly say I know her full body of work. She's a young female. I went to her TikTok page. She's very transparent, as you younger people say. She's sitting there. She's got the glasses on, the hoodie. You can see her freckles. And she's a good-looking woman.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time,
good-looking.
This is what
very good-looking.
Very good-looking. This is what she does. This is what she's been doing since she's a child. So I have to ask the question, is her baby daddy a hoe-ass nigga?
Oh, absolutely.
Come on.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Oh, he's a fucking... Yo, he's a...
Sir, can you watch the F-bomb, please? Take it easy. Take it easy on the F-bomb,
yeah,
please.
My bad. My bad. Now look, check this out, right? I can't stand a feminist, right? Then I also can't stand a person that is a male like me that defends a feminist and benefits of hopes of like brownie points and trying to get in her drawers, right?
Okay.
I believe that he's both of those. He's a simp, okay, and a brownie point trying to get an ass type of dude. Because when I read the tweet, I read the message and it said the something about the dress. What's the dress? You already done made yourself look stupid. Go ahead and finish it. You feel me? Go ahead and say, yo, why is she up here? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck are you doing?
Well, sir, how old are you, if I can ask for a second? How old are you?
Cornball.
How old are you, sir?
I'm 28.
Okay. And
same age as Keke Palmer. And I'm telling you, I'm ready for her right now.
Okay. And how long have you been a tea sipper? Because you said you were watching her on Nickelodeon. How long have you been a tea sipper?
Yo, I always used to want to be on that show called All That. You ever remember All That?
I don't know that show, so I'm sorry. I don't know that show.
Yeah, you don't know about that show. But I always wanted to be on that show. Real rap. I don't say this every day. I'm just saying, bro. I always wanted to be on that show.
So you're an old tea sipper. So you're an old tea sipper.
I've been watching her since, you know what I'm saying? I've been watching her forever. Like, she ain't really get all the like star like moments she could I think she has potential to get. She's very beautiful, and she, you know what I'm saying? She's smart, talented, and all.
Yeah.
But I would flip her upside down, stand up on her toes, you know what I'm saying? Make her stand up on her toes.
Well, sir, she's popping like Jiffy Pop on a Friday night. She's popping. Let's not even pretend that she's not.
I need her popping it in the kitchen. I need her popping it in the kitchen for me every morning.
That's not happening, sir. That's not. Now hang on a second. So she's the it girl. It's fair to say right now, right? She just did a film called Nope. And I saw her interview the vice president and other top, A-list actresses. So right to the point, her baby daddy had a problem with her outfit. Do you think she should move on from him? Or
Man, even if,
come on, should she move on?
Even if it was the outfit star, right? It's like, you're going to complain about the outfit? You know what I'm saying? You knew she was just like that before she left the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, she complaining about the outfit. No, it ain't the outfit, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sir, should she move on? That's the question. You're a tea sipper. We're past the outfit. The outfit
I'm
was...
not a tea sipper. What is that? What is that?
Well, sir, you said you know her. Watch the language, please. You said you have been watching her since Nickelodeon. Okay. The tea sippers. Lovely T and I chop it up from time to time. You know Lovely T, right? This tea is what? Piping hot. So
I know who Lovely T is.
Yeah. So the question, sir, because I have to take other calls.
Mike DJ.
Sir, I have to take other calls. Should Keke Palmer move on? That's the question.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, immediately. Yes.
Okay.
Not only just because I won her.
Purr.
Nah, man, come on, y'all.
Sir, I thank you for the call. Thank you so much. Purr. He's a tea sipper. Yeah, girl, leave him. You don't need no man, Keke, right? That's what a tea sipper would say. Me, let me say for the record, I want to see this guy get back on his grizzly. Keke Palmer is the it girl right now. Nigga, swallow your pride. Do not fumble the bag. Can I get an amen in the live chat? Swallow your pride. Do not fumble the bag. Guys, sit tight on the phones. Let me go to Cash App and Super Chat. And if anybody cares, on the screen, no bailouts for reparations. That is a bill, not a law, a bill presented in Texas. Okay? HR 4321. Google that if you care. If not, we'll just stay on this tea sipping stuff tonight. Marvin, I got your donation. Star Keke played a female pimp in a movie. Can you tell me which one, sir? I may watch it, She's the it girl right now. No ifs, ands, or buts. Big J says, men, the bigger your bag, the better the actress. Facts. Let me catch a girl like Keke Palmer right now, huh? I would be doing her hair. I would be putting preparation H up under her fucking eyes, because when females work too long, they get the bags. The preparation H, which is a hemorrhoid ointment or cream, it shrinks the bags. We got to get this Skrilla, bitch. Newt 8282 got your donation. FBJ funeral suit. Who's the boy taking the pic? LOL. Oh yeah. Florida Boy J. There's a picture in my community section. And you can see somebody taking the picture in the reflection. I don't know who that is. He'll talk about it, I'm sure, when he calls in, all right? Also, hey, Deeds. Hang on a second, guys. Okay, who are you sending me emails? I don't know you. Don't just send me random emails. I don't remember any females unless I can see your face. Fuck out of here. Let's go to area code 609. Good evening, 609. Are you there? Talking about Keke Palmer, the dish track. Are you at the speed? 6. Okay, 609 dropped out. Let's go to area code 914. 914, good evening. 914.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Good evening. How are you?
How you doing, Star?
Good, man. The tea sipper special tonight. Are you up to speed?
I just want to say with the Keke Palmer situation,
Yeah.
his issue is that when he saw her on stage with Usher, he started to get in his feelings because she probably never looked at him, or it's been a very long time, the way she looked at Usher, that he looked at him.
Okay.
And he was in his feelings.
How old are you, sir, if I can ask?
35.
Okay. I'm constantly doing research with regards to my audience and my analytics and stuff like that. Okay, so it was in his feelings. It would appear to be because he has scrubbed his Twitter account. He hasn't posted since. His name is Darius Jackson. Do you have any info on him and any background info? Keke said she met him at some type of party and she was feeling him. She was attracted to him. So I would imagine, unless you tell me different, she gave him the attention, the time he was looking for. Is he fumbling the bag? That's the real question here. Is he a hoe-ass nigga in his feelings and fumbling the bag?
Star, he was a nobody
Right.
until he got with Keke Palmer. He is 100% stumbling the bag. Play
Fumbling.
your position.
Right, yeah.
If you get an opportunity like that, as long as your woman is coming back to you, coming home to you, who the hell cares?
Church.
She the problem.
Church, yeah. If they were older, like my generation, I would feel differently because my generation should not be doing all that extra shit on social media. Do you agree? Yes or no?
100%. But this is not your generation. This is
Facts.
a new generation,
Facts.
and you have to adapt to the times,
Right.
or you get left behind.
Right. He
He knew what he was getting with. He knew what he was getting with, and he's letting his feelings get in the way of the bag. All these people who making fun of him, who's talking smack, they not paying his bills. They not taking care of him. He gotta keep his mind on what's right.
Has she moved on? Or are you a Keke Palmer fan? Has she moved on? I mean, she hasn't posted since Friday, but is she somewhere else now? Nigga, you're not going to stop this train because she said that. You're not stopping this.
No, 100%. We got kids, I'll deal with you when it comes to the kids, but, at the end of the day, I'm the man, not you. What you bringing to the table? I bring more than you. At the end of the day,
I didn't hear her say that. I don't want to put words in her mouth. She didn't say I'm the man, but and they have one child together, to be precise. Yes? One child.
no, I agree with you. She's not saying that physically, but
Yeah.
if you look at it, why would you make a diss track against your child's father unless you have no respect for him at the end of the day? See, the truth is coming out.
Okay. All right. I appreciate the call, man. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right. I stand firm on everything I said with regards to, how I date women. Bitch, there's no upgrade from me. I'm the ultimate man, Pay attention. Follow my lead. You don't have no friends, bitch. I'm your friend. Again, your mother don't have the answers and your father wasn't shit. Your brother can't help you, If your friends aren't married, why are they even, around you? I'm trying to enlighten you. And I'm capable and well-equipped to enlighten you, okay? Wait a minute. The person who I have been looking for. Good evening, Florida boy Jay. Good evening.
Star,
Are you doing okay? Everything is good with you, man? You straight?
Let's take our time. Let's take our time. For those who don't know, folks, this is one of my correspondents. Florida Boy J is not a sponsor. He doesn't have to send in Skrilla. He does from time to time, and I appreciate that. But this is a young man who educates and helps me. Friday, you caught a little flack, but I like when you stand your ground. You don't have to agree with Star. You stood your ground with regards to Keke Palmer and her baby daddy. I have since done some research. I stand on everything I said with regards to me as an older man. But Keke Palmer is young enough to be my daughter. So I'm looking at this a little different tonight. I want to reapproach that since she dropped the diss track. And for those who don't know, you are the one who sent me the link this morning, and you said, nigga, it's up. Nick Fuentes and the Mammies on the Fresh and Fit show. Yes?
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna let you lay everything out before I begin to speak, because this is gonna be a slow surgical night.
Let's go.
For the troll babies. Yeah. And the niggas who love to say, okay, so first of all, before I continue, Star, you got my email, right?
Yeah, but I'm not posting pictures of you with the females.
No. That was between me and you.
Okay.
I just wanted you to get a good perspective between me and you before I begin to speak on this topic, before these niggas get their little jokes off. So just to let you know what type of time I'm on in real life, right? Real nigga shit, Star, between me and you, real nigga shit.
But so now hang on a second, because just for some context, you want the smoke, and I always say, do you want me to remove any comments? And you say, nah, I want the smoke. So when you're in that community section, you want all the smoke, yes?
All day, every day.
Let's go. Come on.
I'm built like that.
Come on.
That was between me and you.
Let's go.
Okay, so let me continue.
Go ahead.
At the end of the day, we're going to get to the Nick Fuentes thing. But the Keke Palmer situation, like I said before, all that stuff, Star and some other niggas with bags and age and wisdom talking, that's hot. But let's talk to each other as men tonight. This isn't niggas calling online. You see when old dude called on his girl. Listen, bottom line is this. You niggas who aren't on your purpose and put women over your purpose, don't have a bag, you inviting chicks to your mom's basement, you got a shack in the studio in the slums. Nigga, if you ain't got no bag, you ain't busting down no rollies, you ain't out here showing the girl what type of time you on, what type of motion you got, you don't have any leverage in today's dating world. Don't let niggas with the bag, niggas who can put a girl in her position and get a subordinate mate, don't let them gas your head up. The difference between the men of the red pill talk and these incels is, instead of bettering yourselves, a lot of you niggas like to blame women of being women. All Keke Palmer is doing is being the modern day woman. We all, just like the caller said a couple minutes ago, when Keke Palmer, until about 9 months ago, till she dropped that baby, she's never been the it girl. She's always been the home girl. She's always been the girl that, okay, she's cool. She probably knows all the other bad chicks, so we're not going to hit a girl like Keke. We're going to wait for her to bring her friend group around and hit the baddest chick out the friend group. That's the position Keke Palmer has played her whole life. She just had the kid, just got a voluptuous body, the mom bod. She's outside. Her man has less clout than her, and now she is getting the attention a lot of these females so desperately want, i.e. Steph Curry's wife.
Okay, hang on a second. I want to jump in there. Again, I stand on everything I said, but this is a younger generation, so I want to keep it on your generation, Keke Palmer, and I'm looking at her if she were my daughter. And if she were my daughter at her young age, 28, 29, I forget, I think 29 years of age, I would not want her to slow down because of some nondescript nigga. I would not. I would even say, to some degree, check that nigga, because you're getting the bag. You're doing the damn thing. But as an older man, I would feel different. Continue. Go ahead.
And you know why, Star, you would tell your daughter at Keke Palmer's age and at my age, the early 30s, late 20s, the people in this generation? Because just the women right now are the new CEOs. They're the new owners. They are replacing certain men in powerful positions. So all that, I'm going to come here and play 2K and tell a chick what type of time I'm on,
the girls got the bag now. The women are the niggas with money. Unless you are a nigga like me or Star or a nigga who actually wakes up and gets the bag, makes 6 figures or more, you are only sitting on a ticking time clock if your girl makes more money than you. I'm not saying because you don't make 6 figures, you can't tell a woman what to do. But if your woman has a degree or she's in school or she has professional or she's getting a bag and you making less than 6 figures playing 2K and trying to tell her what she's going to wear out on girls' night, or she's taking a trip with her girlfriends on a girls' trip you can't even afford to take her on herself, she's eating meat from other niggas. She's talking to other niggas. Ask me how I know, because she's talking to side nigga of the year 4 times over.
Okay.
What Chris Brown said, when a rich nigga wants you and your nigga can't do nothing for you, we live in a society where black women are preyed upon by niggas with a bigger bag. That's your reality. Unless you grind and make yourself better and put purpose over women, you are going to fail every time.
Okay, now hang on a second. I want to specify again. If it were my daughter, I would be in support of her. But females as a whole, no, I don't support what you're saying. If it were my daughter, yes. But in terms of females being the new niggas, nah. I don't want no manly bitch. I just want to be clear. If you're gonna act like you got a tool between your legs, I'm gonna treat you like such. Now, hang on a second. We'll come back to this. I want to get to Nick Fuentes on the Fresh and Fit show. You put me onto that this morning. The mammies, those were young mammies. They were clucking and bucking, cooning and buffooning, skinning and grinning. And I can't hate on him for being a known white supremacist. He said out of his own mouth he supports Adolf Hitler and the Third Reich and so on and so forth. You seem to be bothered by this? Yes, no?
My issue with this is as much slander as a black man has took over the last 10 years. We will be out of our minds if we don't put our foot up the black woman's ass for the next 7 days for the fact that the weakest link in the black community, i.e. the black woman that is not God, sat there with a white supremacist and basically got on her knees, begged him to say nigger, and disrespected black women and black people as a race. And instead of Myron put on a Klan mask, and these black women are kikiing. This was an exposure of black women. This is exposure of the black woman as God. Between that and Keke Palmer, this is exposing black love is a myth. Leave these bald-headed women alone and go divest. If anything in the last 7 days have showed you to get with a spicy Latina or subordinate white woman and get some peace, is these coons on Fresh and Fit and Keke Palmer.
Now, hang on a second, Florida Boy Jay. I do not want to attack any host on the Fresh and Fit podcast. I don't want to do that. Let's keep it on the females or Nick Fuentes, who's very young. What is he, 25, 24? I don't even know how old he is. He's very young.
And I'm not blaming him.
Yeah,
he's totally right.
I'm not blaming him.
Position.
But now, here's what I have to say, though. Are you being somewhat of a hypocrite because you've just bigged up Keke Palmer and women like her, and now you're kicking their backs in for being misguided? I mean, are you being a hypocrite? I'm just asking.
No. See, sometimes when somebody's able to look at two different positions and give an articulate, objective point in both favors, doesn't mean that somebody's a hypocrite. I can just see every side from the point.
Gotcha.
If you are a breadwinner as a woman and you're making 6 figures and you have the bag, and as a woman, instead of you dating what Steve Harvey tried to put her on, the multimillionaires and the billionaires, instead of going up,
Steve Harvey,
you date down. Right. But as a woman, when women, I'm gonna give some of these niggas some game right now. When women consciously date down, it's for control. When a woman like Keke Palmer has access to multimillionaires and decides to date a nigga who's only making 6 figures, it's for the control at the fact that she goes to Usher concert and do what she did. If that nigga opens his mouth, she can do again what she did, make shirts and monetize off of his bitch assery. That's what I'm talking about. And just because I may big up Keke Palmer's reality of breadwinning women, seeking weak niggas who need mommies, I can also point out the fact that you have these birdhead women who don't have a bag, who let white boys call them nigga every day, and then get on Twitter tomorrow, act like they're pro-feminist and pro-black, and kiss Nick Fuentes in the face while asking to say nigga, and another person has a Klan mask on.
Okay, hang on a second, Florida Boy J. I have to go to Cash App. Stay with me, guys. Florida Boy J is on the line with me. We're talking about Nick Fuentes on the Fresh and Fit podcast, and Keke Palmer dropping, her diss track. Travis, I got your donation. Thank you very much, sir. Okay. Anthony, I got your donation. Some enjoy more sugar in their tea than others, per. Okay, thank you, Janet. Janet says Darius Jackson's net worth is between $500,000 and $1 million. He's a nobody. Marvin, I got your other donation. Star Keke played a pimp. In a movie named Pimp. I didn't watch that. I remember the advertisement. I wasn't interested at that particular point in time. I may or may not go back and watch it. I don't know. But hold on a second. Thank you for your Rory. Okay, you see Rory tapping in. Rory may or may not call in. Thank you, Rory. I got your donation. Okay. Okay, folks, whoever you are, please stop sending me emails. I don't remember who you are. If you don't send a picture, stop. Now's not the time. This is not play time. This is work. Stick with me, Florida Boy J. Area code 209, we're talking about Keke Palmer, the diss track, and a few other topics. Are you there? 209.
Yo, what's up, Star?
Sounds like Randy. Randy, how are you?
Yo, what's up? I'm doing good. Just at work right now.
Okay. Good to hear from you, man. Where do you want to chime in?
Yeah.
Where do you want to chime in?
Oh, on Keke Palmer, man. This is what happened when men are dealing with females and they don't see their true colors within the first months of dealing with them. Like, I just went and looked up Keke Palmer. She was twerking in underwears and in bra while she had the baby bump. How did he not know the type of female he was dealing with? The vanity-driven, attention-seeking woman that he was dealing with. Like, she is a star. She belongs to the people, and that includes her body because sex sells.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it just blows my mind that men of a certain stature get with women of a certain stature and think that they could have some type of say in their brand. That's like telling Nicki Minaj, stop pee-popping. That's like telling Lady God, what's Madonna's like 60 years old. That's like telling that old broad, stop twerking, stop being so seductive. She's going to look at you like, nigga, I've been doing this since you was in diapers.
Yeah. I think she's like 64, 63 or something, Madonna. But all right. So, it's not that I'm condoning the actions or the behavior of today's woman, whether she be black, Hispanic, Caucasian, whatever. If it were my daughter, I would be biased, but I don't have a daughter. So I'm going back. And I'm looking at some of his posts on Twitter. He was condoning her actions when she was, shaking her booty for the gram. Then he gets in his feelings. So I'm asking the question: is he a hoe ass nigga? Randy, what do you say?
Oh, I could say this 100%. He's a hoe ass nigga because he was fine when she was shaking her ass in the comfort of their own home, but when she's doing it in public amongst high value men that can take her home and blow her back out and then send her back with a smile to him, his simpleton ass, while he babysits, it's a conflict of interest because now his manhood is at question. But at the end of the day, if you're with these females of high value, just know you don't own her. You're just renting her. She's yours for the moment. You got a kid, that's your baby mama, cool, but she's not a normal person. Now you got to deal with the fact that Trey Songz blew her back out years ago, or the next nigga of high value is going to have her in the crib twerking like Chris Brown. So it's like, You gotta.
I'm an older man. I don't want to talk too crazy, but if I were him, I hope I don't regret saying this. I would get her. I would get her on the booger sugar.
Corrupt.
I would try and get her on the booger sugar and really get the pimping.
You see, that's what you do with product. You push it.
Right.
I would have told her, yo, baby, that be popping. You don't think Usher could have you open up?
Yeah, girl, you got to wake up. We got to do the TV show today. We got to fly to Cancun tomorrow morning.
I would have had her on the OnlyFans, bro.
Ooh,
come on.
Facts.
Make some money off these pics. Make some money off your
I'm gonna be filming your feet whilst you're sleeping for the OnlyFans page. It's just gonna be your feet.
Bruh.
Keke's feet.
I don't look.
Randy, listen, I hate to cut you short. Randy, I gotta take more calls, man. Good to hear from you, all right, Randy? Gotta go.
All right, stay up, man.
So stay up. Okay, hang on a second, guys. Okay. Florida Boy J, are you there, sir? FBJ, can you hold on? Stay with me.
Hey, we right here. I'm chilling.
Okay, on the block with Jen. Jen, good to hear from you. How are you?
What's up? It's been a minute. I had to call in for this one.
Well, you and I spoke earlier.
Yes.
On the block with Jen on YouTube. You're lit. You're popping. Daily content for those who don't know. Keke Palmer or Nick Fuentes? Where do you want to start, Jen?
I want to start with Keke.
Come on.
I don't know if you know, but her baby's father is the brother of an actor,
yes.
Sarunas Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And he's on Insecure. I find it strange, though, that they're saying his net worth is $500K. That sounds a little strange to me because I know his occupation was like on and off personal trainer, and he just doesn't look like right. And then he said he was going to lay off of the personal training to be a parent or whatever, but that sounds a little fishy to me.
Okay.
It's funny because everybody keeps saying that, you know, there's no way that a guy of his stature could get with a Keke and control it. That's BS. He's just not that dude because there are a lot of dudes with no money, no pop the piston or window to throw it out of that can control women. He's just not that guy. And we know, coming from where we come from, we know those men exist. But he's just not that guy. He can't control her like that. But it is very possible. It's possible.
If I can say this, I watched an interview with her, and she admitted she was attracted to him. She met him at one of Diddy's parties, and she was attracted to him. So, you know, a guy doesn't have to have money. He doesn't have to have anything. You and I have had this discussion before. And if a woman is attracted to him, you know, she will sacrifice everything. My question tonight, objectively speaking, is he a hoe-ass nigga? He was exploiting her on the gram, doing all sorts of stuff with her, some type of James Brown split, and he was amping up the set. And then she goes and she's dressed, you know, very provocative with Usher, and then he gets in his feelings. Is he a hoe-ass nigga, Jen?
He's definitely a hoe ass nigga. Yeah. Here's the thing: him showing her ass around is one thing. Usher showing her ass around is another.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Usher don't
so
want her.
He felt like absolutely not. I doubt it. Yeah. But he felt in control. Like, oh look, I put the baby in her. I'm the one that gave her this big TNA. Right. I get to show it off. You know, and it's on Instagram. So he probably felt empowered. But then when Usher spun her around, now you're talking about a whole different tax bracket, and you're talking about fame and power, and he probably felt like crap.
And this guy's...
Jen, did you see...
Go ahead, Florboy Jay. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just asking you and Jen, did you guys see Sweetie, the rapper, go to Usher's show like the next day? You know, she's dating alleged blood member YG. And she ain't crack a smile. She ain't move an inch. No. So Usher knows the difference between serenading a girl with a hoe ass nigga and serenading a girl who got a nigga who might step right after the show over with. So it's always a reflection of the nigga the girl with more than the girl. And I'm gonna give it back to Jen.
Well, I did see that. I saw that, and she was standing up trying to do the "I'm too cool to smile," and then Usher asked her, "Oh, you too cool to sing my song?" And then he put the microphone in her hand, and she did end up singing.
Right.
Well, kind of. She can't really sing. She just said "baby, baby" twice.
But hang on a second, guys. Hold on, because not to tear Usher down, but isn't he married to an old Italian woman, Usher? I don't think he wants none of these.
Well, that's his. No, let me tell you, Usher, surprisingly, he's always been into the aunties. Always been into the aunties. Like he's always married to or dating a woman that looks like could be his mother. That's his thing.
I think Usher, Deeds, are you out there? Deeds, if you have time. I think Usher's married to an Italian woman like damn near 10 years older than him. So this is just a show to him. Anyway, Jen, I want to go back to you for a second. Nick Fuentes on the Fresh and Fit show. Did you see this exchange with the mammies? I call them mammies, and I have to say this for those who don't know. Jen, you stick up for black women, even though you are a Puerto Rican woman. You have African roots. You stick up for black women.
I do. Yeah, absolutely, I do, and I do.
What did you think? What did you think when you saw that video, or am I making something out of nothing here? Black women damn near tip-rotting a white supremacist. Jen.
Well, I'll say this. I defend black women, but I always think that there's two demographics in the black community. Okay. So them chicks, like, I'm not defending that, right? But I'm also not putting the onus on them, because we've seen black men key with white men that say nigga all the time, right? Drewski does it, comedians do it. Like, they give white boys the pass to do that. So the women are following suit. Now, I did see maybe one or two uncomfortable when homie put on the KKK hood, but for the most part, the rest of them were, Kiki, it's fresh and fit. Let me act like I like, it's like everybody's playing the game. And again, you know how I feel about that word. Until you start canceling black people that say it, it's everybody's word, whether they like it or not. That's why everybody's saying it now, and that's why Nick Fuentes is doubling down, because what are you going to do about it?
Yeah. Okay, so...
what are you going to do about it at this point?
Usher is no longer married. Thank you, Deeds. Supposedly, I thought he was married, but this woman here, Grace Harry, she used to work at Epic Records, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Troll babies.
Usher likes the older aunties. Yeah. So that's what he's into.
Is Usher single now? I mean, supposedly he's got herpes, so maybe he's just to himself. I don't know. Anyway,
right. He's not into the young sexies. But Star, that section, where he grabbed Kiki, where he grabbed Saweetie, that particular section is for that part of the show. Like, that's where he goes to spin the girls around. So it was part of the show.
Yeah. Okay.
But the baby daddy panicked. He was supposed to do the Stedman, like, play your position. Either you're going to be the type to choke her up and rip her panties off and give it to her good, or you're going to be Stedman. You got to be one or the other, but you can't be the emotional dude with the Twitter fingers.
Right. Okay, what's going on with On the Block with Jen on YouTube? Anything we should know, or any one of your last episodes you want to promote, Jen?
Yeah, man. We covered the Kiki thing. It was fireworks. It was real. I had a young cat up there. He tried to go up there and test the panel. It turned out real bad for him, and then he tried to react to the video. So it's been on and popping. The panel is the most eclectic panel on YouTube. It's the only place you're gonna see a trans woman, a gay white man, a black man, a Latina. You know what I mean? I got Asian people coming up there. It really is the most eclectic panel, and I'm branching out now. So on Tuesday, I'll be over at Black Ice Reality Check, and on Thursday, I'll be over with Michael Sartain and Rolo Tomasi at Access Vegas. So I'm gonna be all over the place. Just watch out for me. Pull up. Nice. I'm with the smoke. I let anybody come on up there. You know what I mean? Some people don't make it. Some people get thrown off. Do the Star. Get them the fuck out of here.
Send me an email. Send me an email with one of your videos I can post in my community section. All right. I appreciate you calling in. And we'll talk soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I miss y'all. All right.
Okay, bye now.
All right. Good night. Bye.
Okay. Elvis the chef, I see you, sir. Sit tight. Elvis, you're up next, sir. Sit tight, sit tight. Florida Boy Jim coming right back to you. Just give me a second. All right, guys, on the screen, pocketwatcher.net. That's JT, one of my sponsors. And in my community section, there is a link where you can book yourself a free consultation with JT. Okay, hold on a second. Let me make sure I'm putting a spotlight on this man's platform. Okay, there's information. Need a financial plan? Jason M. Thornton, CFP. Okay, free consultation in my community section. And also, let me point out to you guys, WBH Radio. I say again, WBH Radio on YouTube. Okay, there's a new interview with the host and Allen Houston from the New York Knicks. Is Allen Houston one of the greats? That's my question again. Matter of fact, Florida Boy Jem, coming to you with regards to Allen Houston before we get back into our topic. But again, folks, in my community section, go to the YouTube link, okay, at WBH Radio, and you can see Allen Houston. I don't know when I've seen him do an interview in the last 5 years or more. So this is an exclusive, pardon me. Florida Boy J, Allen Houston, is he one of the greats? Is he top 50,
Okay,
top
so
100? Come on.
Okay, so I can speak on this professional bum-ass nigga, Allen Houston. Okay, great.
Ooh.
Listen, this bum-ass nigga got a contract from the Knicks and proceeded to fold. It was supposed to be Allen Houston and Latrell Sprewell at the two-guard and swingman position
Right.
to lead the Knicks in the 2000s, and this whole-ass nigga took the bag and ended up folding. He wasn't like Trace Penny Hardaway who ripped up his knees. He was just a whole-ass nigga who got the bag, light-skinned, got caught up in New York limelight. Latrell Sprewell put his heart and blood, sweat, and tears on the court. But Allen Houston, nigga, he was better with Detroit than he was stealing the bag from the Knicks. And any nigga in New York know Allen Houston ain't safe on the block. Not no violent stuff. On some basketball time,
Jesus.
Allen Houston's a bum.
If memory,
Niggas know.
If memory,
Niggas know.
Okay,
Okay,
hang
niggas
on. If memory serves me correctly, like a $90 million deal, I forget how long that was for. He had some injuries. That's what eventually took him out. Yes? No?
Stop. Yeah, you call it injuries, knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. You're a bum, and your contract is one of the main reasons why the Knicks are in the state of dysfunction that they're in now. Allen Houston, he knows it.
Okay.
And we know it, nigga.
Okay. All right, sit tight, guys. We're having a good discussion tonight. This is a T-Sipper special. Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg. Good evening, sir. Are you there? Elvis. Give him a second.
Big Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg. I am here, star.
Good to hear from you, sir. Keke Palmer has dropped a TikTok diss directed at her baby daddy or Nick Fuentes on the Fresh and Fit podcast. What say you, sir?
Well, let's talk about Keke. Let's talk about whether or not her baby daddy is a hoe-ass nigga.
Let's go.
I would say that clout is a very dangerous drug.
Okay.
And I think that they both have come together to put this out. Jen stole some of my thunder when I was going to say that section that she was in is where every night he does the same thing. He comes down into that section and he does that kind of spiel.
Right.
She knew this was happening. Also, the diss record is already mastered. It's way too well done for this not to have been strategic. This is a woman she's been around from 14 years old. My wife has told me that she has several albums that she even plays some of them with the kids because they kind of like decent stuff.
Okay.
And she says she's been acting in movies, Disney. This is a person who knows everything they talk about you and say about you, whether it's good or bad, is going to be positive. So her and this dude, like you said, he's on Instagram posting pictures and clout chasing with his chick, acting like whatever. Now he erased everything, but they've planned this distraction. I didn't think it was going to take this much traction, but this is two people who have come together to stay relevant and get that bag. So
hang on a second, Elvis, if I can jump in. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think he was on Instagram. I think he was on Twitter. I could be wrong. Florida Boy J, was he on Instagram? I know he's scrubbed his Twitter.
Elvis is 100% accurate.
Okay.
He was on Instagram. That's where he posted the original Keke Palmer booty shaking video.
And then
after the fallout,
he deleted
like
it?
Elvis said, he deleted the video.
He deleted the
Right.
IG?
Hello?
Okay, he deleted the okay. All right. So now the Twitter diss, I thought that was a remix of some of her other music. You said it was very well produced. I'm not saying you're wrong, but you're saying this is all a coordinated effort.
Just from what I heard, I saw a short.
Come on.
And it sounded like it was already EQ'd. You know, I was like, this has already been sitting for a couple of weeks now.
Okay.
This doesn't feel like this was something that just popped up and she went downstairs and she put it together and released it.
Okay.
From the short that I saw, all I know is that I don't know anything, but I do know clout is a hell of a drug. And this woman, she's suffering from this clout like we have no idea. And let's talk about the outfit real quick. I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
No, it wasn't.
She was like, you can wear that in the beach. You got girls on the beach wearing that. You know, I didn't think she looked that great in the outfit, but it wasn't that big of a deal to make this thing to be getting so much traction. So this was well timed, and she has the right people out there with their TikToks, and you now have 2 days of this. You haven't done 2 days since Wakanda. Respectfully, that's not true, but I'm just, I'm just saying that this, did she hit your Cash App with $1,000? Keep it real.
Let's go.
Yeah, I gotta go, Star. I'm walking into my massage right now.
Hey, man, good to hear from you, Elvis. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. All right.
Premium Black News.
Okay. Florida boy Jay, sit tight. I want to give you some more time to talk. Greg, I got your donation via PayPal. Thank you for tapping in. Star spitting facts. I got both my baby mothers in rehab while I spend their disability checks. Just got the new Audi. Audi 7 with the 2 baby seats in the back. Okay. Hang on a sec. I got to go back for a second. Florida boy Jay, sit tight. Okay. Bussy Nation sends in a donation via PayPal. We have a picture of FBJ sitting on Liberace's lap. Give us 20,000 or we are releasing the pictures. Big Keys.
Hey, you want me to speak on the nigga who took the picture?
Yeah, hold on a sec. Yes. Big Keys says,
take your time.
As hard as the white man goes in on FBA, I really want to know what he's going to do when a war breaks out and FBA says, nah, we good. Handle that. Okay. Then Big Keys says, and reparations wouldn't have been a problem if they had given us separation. We've been asking since the 50s, but they put us on FBI watch list instead. Okay. Florida boy Jay, in my community section is a picture of you in a suit. People are concerned that your watch is on your right wrist. Are you left-handed? I forget.
See, that's how I know niggas are like talking about. I am a left-handed person, so I wear my watch on my opposite wrist.
Got you.
That's how it is. My dad taught. See, I have a father. See, my dad told me to do that. He said, "You're left-handed." I said, "Yeah, put your watch on your right wrist," and that's what I do.
Okay.
So that's number one. Number two, it was the same guy you hear in my podcast, RMC, who's been on shows. That was Randy who took the picture. Okay. We were at a wedding. Me and him were groomsmen in.
Right.
I have nothing. Once again, I have nothing to hide. We got pictures. We got proof.
Right.
Like I said before, between me and Star see what I'm working with. I ain't calling on the line on some disgruntled incel time. I'm the perfect picture of what niggas need to strive to be.
Ooh.
And if I was capping, Star would have cut my line off. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah. Well, listen, I appreciate you keeping me up to speed on things. But yeah, people were asking who's the boy taking the picture because we could see him in the reflection and the watch and just anyway. All right, so look, man, when are you going live again, or what was your last video? Are you and Alpha Villains doing something again on your channel?
Me and Alpha Villains are gonna cook up a series of content for young men and up and coming men who are chasing the bag, who are dealing with modern women, because the fallout of black women this week, I think me and Alpha Villain have realized that the state of black men in not only the dating world but in society is at a more dire strait than what we realize. And we need, you know what I'm saying? I am honored to actually work with him and to actually be able to relay our message to these niggas. Our video has almost got to 500 views already.
Okay.
We're kicking it. People have commented. I have women who I know who said, hey, real stuff. They're like, I'm not even a man, and I appreciate the type of stuff you and Alpha Villain put out there because we're connecting the age gap. We're bridging it. Bottom line, we know what we're talking about. You need to subscribe, Florida Boy J on YouTube, and watch the Alpha Villain perspective with Alpha Villain because we're giving you free game. If you're inclined and put what's on your heart and want to donate because we're giving you free game, then do so. But just know, real niggas are called upon to lead us out of the wilderness, and you can't pick and choose who grabs you out the slave hut and grabs you out the slave plantation and wants to lead you to freedom, my nigga. It don't matter if that's the slave who kicked you shit. If he's trying to get you off plantation, let's go.
Right, now hang on a second. Before you go, final thoughts on either Keke Palmer or Nick Fuentes on the... wait a minute. Okay, hold on a second. Who's texting me? Do you want to speak to Rory, or should I just bring Rory in separately? Florida Boy J.
You can bring Rory on? Shit, we chill.
Okay, hold on a second. Where's Rory? Rory, can you hold, or do you want to talk to Florida Boy J? Can you hold? I'm finishing up with him now.
Whatever you want to do, man. I'll chop it up with the kid. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, let's bring Rory on, man. Come on, let's go. Let's talk, man.
He's right
What's
there.
Up, Rory? What's going on, man?
He's right there.
All right, yo. I can't understand why you got all of your feelings because the sisters was laughing and having a good time with white boy. I don't understand that. You know, that's how they. All right, that's how they act, man. When they hang out with us, they laugh, they have a good time. They tell us we can say the N-word. They tell us you dudes, brothers ain't shit. You know, and to be honest with you, a lot of black women they're into role play. You know, like they're fun. They're a lot of fun. They're into role play. They're into reenactment. You know, you might bring a black girl home and you could treat her like Rosa Parks. You know, you could tell her you got to get to the back of the bus, girl, and throw her on the couch. And, you know, that's the way it goes. Like, black women aren't really, like, all uppity about race. It's more the black dudes that are all uppity. You know, if you see a hot white girl on a train with a black dude, not for nothing, a lot of white guys will be like, in their mind and under their breath, they might be like, you know, oh shit, she got jungle fever, you know, that's whatever. She's gone. She's, you know, but if it's a white dude with a good looking black girl, oh, dude, but the black guys are gonna lose their mind. They can't control themselves. They're gonna speak out loud. They're gonna say stupid shit. They're gonna say disrespectful shit, you know, because they can't handle that fact. But in all honesty, I think the interview was good with Nick Fuentes. I think that showed everybody that we could laugh at the bullshit. He never disrespected any black people when he was up on there. He wasn't getting crazy on them. His Jews are more like towards the small hats. Like his hate is more towards the small hats.
Okay.
You know, you can see that.
Can you let Florida Boy J respond? Go ahead.
Now, everything besides what Rory said about them just having fun on a podcast, I stand with, and that's why I'm on here being so vocal about it. Because it's black men out here who, the select nigga who's having his way with all women across all races and all faces, we understand how black women act around y'all. We've been calling out. Everything that happened on Fresh and Fit wasn't a revelation. It was approval. It was we finally get to see how y'all act around these white boys. We already know. But listen, as a black man, Rory, you're white, so you don't understand.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, hold on, Rory. I'm not disagreeing. Just listen. The only thing where I'm trying to get you to see your perspective is that because you're white, you're always going to be looking from the outside in. So let me from the inside of the situation let you know that you are right with everything you said besides the last 30 seconds. Because we already know that's how the black woman is. But yet they get on social media and get out here and call black men the weakest link. They come out here and ostracize black men for even liking a light-skinned woman. If we like a woman of a fairer skin race, we get ostracized knowing you're behind closed doors having slave play kinks with the white man and coming on Twitter as if the black man is the weakest link. As if
the black woman God.
Fucking crazy. That's the point, Rory. You're not saying anything that we don't already know.
Black women do not. Black women do not have a problem with a black guy dating a white girl.
If we can let Florida Boy Jay finish, Rory, let Florida Boy Jay finish, and then you can respond. And Jen, I got your donation. Thank you. On the block with Jen. Go ahead, Florida Boy Jay.
Rory, you're not saying anything that the black man doesn't already know. What the black man is saying today, since that video has come out, we have video evidence that y'all are the weakest link and y'all will coon on camera for the white man. So don't ever get back online saying anything about the black man, how we not holding it down, saying how there was 8 of y'all and not one was conscious enough to have a debate on anything he said besides Keke and Smiling. And Rory, Mike, back to you, my nigga.
Go ahead, Rory.
I wasn't saying anything about black dudes. I was talking about black women. So I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Black dudes get all defensive. Black dudes get all defensive when we're talking about black women. I'm not saying anything about black guys. I'm talking about the relationship between white men and black women. That's what I talked about the whole time. And I told you was, they don't. Black women, you're lying. Black women do not have a problem with black guys dating white women. They don't. Black women don't care who's in their family. Black women don't give a shit who's in their family. As long as they like them and they love them, black women don't care. Black women don't care if your grandfather is a white man. If they like him and they like the grandfather, that's it. They just love the grandfather. They don't really care too much. It's black dudes that always on the race shit. It's black guys that are
Yellow Jesus, sit tight. I see you, sir. I'm bringing you on soon. Yellow Jesus, sit tight.
Dudes that are mad about that interview. It's black guys that are mad about that interview, mad about them white girls laughing at that white boy up there having, his opinion, being pro-white, and he didn't say the N-word. He didn't come into that platform and just say the N-word. They provoked him to say that, and they laughed along with him. They
said, "Go ahead and say it.
Some coochie.
Say it. Go ahead."
But that's where you're wrong. That's the only part you're wrong. We're not mad. We are happy. This is when I called Star this morning, Star heard my celebratory tone on the phone. This is a win for black men, and we're finally like, you are the weakest link. You're the one shucking and jiving. You're the one letting the white man. You're the one lying to the white man.
Why
is not a
what
problem.
What are you talking about, shucking and jiving? So you was a racist. You're not trying to get past no race shit. You're trying to stay in that race shit. You're trying to stay in that race. You're trying to say that it's only good if a black woman loves black men. That's what you're saying. You're like, it's only good if they worship the brothers. Meanwhile, you don't even date black women. Meanwhile, you don't even date black women. Meanwhile, you don't even bed black women. You don't even spend time with black women except for your family.
That's not a fact.
Meanwhile, you date every other race. You date every other race for black women, but here you are down in them talking about they could date whoever they want to.
This is a point, Rory. No, you're not. You're getting off the point. This is a point. Like I told you from the beginning, you have to understand, just like if I was telling you something that a white woman told me, and between white culture, that white woman was capping because you know how white society works, and that white woman's going to tell me whatever that's going to make it sound agreeable because she's with me at the time. I'm telling you the same thing. If a black woman tells you she doesn't care, she's telling you because she's with you at the time, because in black society, coming from a black man who has sisters, aunties, moms, and cousins who are black women, you don't bring no white bitch in the house. And if you do, you get side-eyeing.
There you go.
She's sucking her teeth. She's making comments behind closed doors. Just like your mom.
You don't bring no black bitch into the house.
Make comments in front or even behind closed doors.
Imagine if I said you don't bring no black dude into this house. If you don't bring no nigga in.
Guys, one at a time. Yellow Jesus. Sit tight. I see you, sir.
Same shit he just said.
One at a time. Florida boy.
Same shit he just said.
Rory, hold on. Florida boy Jay, you have the floor.
All
Go
right.
ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Like I said, Rory, just like I'm listening to you, you got to listen to what I'm saying. This is not even an argument. This is me trying to tell you that just like if I told you a white woman told me some cap shit and you was like, hey, listen, in white society, whatever that white woman told you, when she get around her daddy or a certain type of white people, she's going to code switch back to white society, no matter what she told you when she was in the bed with you. I'm telling you the same thing. Whatever that black woman told you that she doesn't care that her brothers are dating outside their race is cap, because I'm a black man dating in the black world. That's the only thing I'm trying to do. It's not a debate. That's not a debate. Your racial structure isn't a debate with me, and mine isn't either. But when we're going to continue this conversation, this wasn't anything to be sad or argumentative about. This was a celebration to be vindicated, to know that as much as the black woman kicks us on a black man for dating outside their race, the black woman is even more thirsty to date outside and to project and to make her race look buffoonish in front of a white man quicker than a black man would. And if you line 8 black men up with a white supremacist lady, at least 1 or 2 of them niggas have enough conscious mind, have a temple of kufi tight enough on their head to at least challenge her and debate her.
Okay, all right. I want you to let Rory respond for the boy Jay, because I want to bring other callers in. Rory, you have the floor to respond. For the boy Jay, stay on the line. Go ahead.
Yo, that's not a vindication. That's not a vindication at all. You know, the vindication is that black men are super offended and super sensitive. That's what it comes. That's the vindication in this conversation. That you all are super sensitive, and I've already seen it in real life. I've walked into a club with a black girl with me, and there was a black guy sitting there with his own girlfriend, another good-looking black girl, and he started getting fresh out the fucking mouth, right out the side of his mouth.
Rory, I need you to watch the F-bomb. We're having a good conversation. Rory, we're having a good conversation. Watch the F-bomb. Now, if I can respond to you, Rory, I just want to say this. I don't think the black man is super sensitive. And let me present my proof. The best pimps are black pimps. The black man will put any bitch out there on the street. He's not oversensitive. He may have a comment with regards to a black woman doing something with someone from a different culture or race. And race is a social construct, but you know what I'm saying. I don't think the black man is super sensitive. What would be your source? Is it a personal one, or can you give us a broader source that the black man is super sensitive?
I mean, in a broader perspective, I don't put all black men in the category of pimps. Pimps might be like 2% of black men in America. The rest of them are mainly just men, and they're black. And I'm not talking about pimps.
Okay.
I'm just talking about the racial structure of the situation, as far as being in their feelings for the black women laughing along with the N-word and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The black women are not sensitive like that. Like they know who's a racist and who's not a racist. I mean, everybody knows in a way who's racist, and I know who's a black racist and who's not a black racist, even if they say some crazy shit. Right, I know in their heart they're not really like that. You know what I mean? I know they're not like that. Okay. So, but yeah, I don't know. You know, in America, it's a wild thing. And if we had just, if say the slaves, if the slaves had just been women that came from Africa, we really probably wouldn't have had a racial problem in this country like we do now.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Rory, I have to take other calls, man. I appreciate you tapping in.
Cool. Can I say one last thing to Rory?
Well, can you let him go so I can bring other calls?
Go ahead. You're right.
You have the last word. Rory, thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Florida Boy Jay, you have the last word. Go ahead, sir. You have the last word.
Now, like I said before, man, a lot of the stuff, like what Rory was trying to say, black men are not emotional, because at the end of the day, black men get ridiculed every day online in society because we're the biggest threat, because every other race, nationality, and origin of women wants us first, and we already know why. And if you are a nigga who is on your purpose, don't listen to Rory, don't listen to these women, listen to me and Alpha Villains, and go listen to what we saying. You get your bag, you focus on your purpose over the women, and you get your bag right, you are already the number one option. Rory dates niggas anyway, so half the women he talking about was just niggas with wigs. So his that ain't even all the way accurate. That's what I was trying to say. And at the end of the day, we already know what time it is.
Okay.
The black women took an L. This was a celebration for niggas. Go ahead, subscribe to Florida Boy J Podcast on YouTube. We talking that real tonight. Sorry, you already know what time it is.
Salute.
You have a great night, man. Niggas,
thank you, man.
Comedy. I spoke that real tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, Florida Boy J tapping in. All right, folks, we're having a good discussion. Yes, we are. Folks, I don't mean to be like rude and snippy, but please don't send me emails when I'm doing a show. This is work. I've got like 5 fucking windows open here. I'm watching the Cash App, the PayPal, the Super Chat. If I don't know you, now is not the time to be emailing me stuff that has nothing to do with the topic. I stay on topic. Okay, and I don't remember who's who just because of a name. Sheesh, I have to say that. Oh, and you know what, folks? What is today? Today's Sunday. Tomorrow I'm changing my phone number. I've got too many old niggas texting me with emojis. Stop it. Stop it. If you're in your 50s and you're texting me with emojis, that's goofy shit to me. That's something that people in their 20s, 30s, mid-30s do. I'm not going to have old niggas texting me emojis. It's time to change my number anyway. I just want to say that. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Pimp. Yellow Jesus, where you been? How have you been?
Pimp. The pimp god is good.
Good to hear your
How
voice.
You feeling, player?
Good to hear your voice, man. Listen, I know you moving, shaking, and popping, man, so I know you've been doing your damn thing. Good to hear your voice. People have been asking about you. You've been asking about you, man.
Yeah, they always ask about me. They can go to the pimpgodisgood.com.
Let's go.
If they don't go there, I don't give a good goddamn. But number one, we got to stop this ignorance. Hold on, lady, turn it down. I need you to turn it down. You got to turn it. Thank you. I'm on the phone. Thank you, sweetheart. I'm on an important call. I got regulate.
Let's go.
But we got to stop letting white Rory talk about black issues.
Ooh.
This is a problem. And no, he cannot call up, talk to me. I'm a pet. Like, number one, he displayed me. First of all, he said something about 2% of pimping. You don't know it. First of all, you ain't never pimped nothing in your life. Number two, you can't talk about slave. Salute to the young brother, Florida Boy J.
Okay.
But we ain't giving white Rory nothing in these streets. That's number one.
Let's go.
Number two, pimp God is good. Number three, forget what's the girl in Keke Palmer? First of all, we've been saluting Keke Palmer since A Killer and the Bee. So if a square nigga got a problem with Keke letting the cakes out for Usher, what's wrong with him?
Right.
Any woman in the world gonna let the cakes out for. First of all, you gotta let your woman have what she wants. Number one, you gotta let your woman live out here in these streets. Like, you can't be greedy and selfish. If she wanna let Usher touch the cakes, let Usher touch the cakes. Light skinned. See, that's why I don't like these light skinned niggas out here. That's why I didn't like Steph Curry and I didn't like Klay Thompson, but they won some championships. And then
I have to jump in and respectfully disagree. Yellow Jesus, I don't give a bitch what she wants. I give her what she needs. But go ahead.
Yeah, and she needs to be quiet and do what you say.
Yeah.
She needs to be quiet and do what a pimp say.
Church.
But this what I'm saying. Number two.
Yeah. Don't be reckless eyeballing a C class, bitch. That ain't what you need.
Houston averages 18 points. Allen Houston is a career 18-point a game nigga.
Ooh.
Don't disrespect no light-skinned niggas like that. Whoever's out here hating on Allen Houston, whatever he did before the Knicks, he took them bum Knicks with Larry. with them bums, with him and Spreewell. They took them bums with Larry Johnson to the finals. Yeah, they lost to Tim Duncan, but Tim Duncan living with his boyfriend. So you gotta let Tim Duncan have his. But that's all. We in here, player, and I ain't going nowhere, man. We back.
We back hang on, stay with me, man. It's been a while since we spoke, folks. This on the line right here is Yellow Jesus. He goes back with the show a couple of years. Are you still in the B-more area? Baltimore?
You know, Pimp God is good. I am Baltimore.
Okay. With all due respect, I see you still haven't changed the batteries in the fire alarm, right? The smoke detector.
No, the fire alarm still, the smoke detector still go off. I can't reach them. And we ain't moved yet.
Okay.
So they know the address.
Okay. So hey, man, as you said, Keke Palmer, this is what she's been doing. I'm from a different era, man, so I stand on everything I said on the last episode, but I have to look at this now as if she were my daughter, and would I let some, as you said, some square ass nondescript nigga try to regulate? Okay, you gave her a baby, but she's getting the goddamn bag, nigga. Nigga, play your position. Play your position, right or wrong?
Yes.
Come on.
And that's all I'm saying. Yes. That's all I'm saying with it. Like, you some light-skinned square ass. Nobody even know who you is.
Yeah.
Nigga, you look like Allen Houston. Ooh. You need to go somewhere. If Usher wasn't touching them cakes, that's Usher.
Yeah.
You feel me? He didn't put the bumpy lip on it. If he put the bumpy lip on it, that'd be different. But he you gotta let these hoes live out here, man. These niggas out here don't want to let a hoe live, and that's why they can't keep a hoe. That's why the bitches just be leaving. Excuse my language. I'm saying the women just leave them. Mm-hmm. You feel me? You know what I do? I'm old school. So I got 3 cats. You feel I got cats in here,
right?
And I let them run around and catch the mice.
Right.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You hear bells? That's my cats running around.
Facts. Yeah. I love having cats in the yard because they deal with the field mice. I let them run wild.
Yes, sir. Pimp God is good. Pimp God is good. But yeah, man, that's all. Like, really, if I don't like that, let Keke live. Keke been thinking about Usher since 1996, since she was 10 years old.
Ooh.
Since that's a killer in the B.
Yeah.
You better, you let her live. Let a killer get her lust on, get her fantasy. You gotta let women lust out here. Like, she coming home to you, my nigga.
Let a hoe be a hoe.
Like, yeah. Let her hump on Usher and then come home to you. That's fine.
Let a hoe be a hoe. Listen,
they dry humping.
Yeah, hoe, I need you to go with Usher to the hotel room and tell that nigga to cash app your 5 racks, and you send that 5 racks to me.
Pimp God is good.
Quick, fast. Stick your hand between his legs. Don't touch nothing because he got herpes. And tell the nigga to cash up your 5 racks. I need them 5 racks, bitch.
Hey, we already pushed the baby out, even if he touched something. Right. Do what you got to do, baby. Just don't kiss the baby in the morning.
Right.
I don't care but babe, live your fantasy. Like, come on, man. We men, like. See, niggas out here, they want to live their little fantasy and fulfill their little dreams, but they don't want these women to be free out here. Yeah. Let your woman free, yo.
Right,
Give your woman a night off. You feel me? Let your woman get, like, I'm old school. Like, I'm tired
of I'm older than you.
Somebody else had it.
Hang on. How old are you? I forget. Yo, Jesus. How old are you?
I was born in 1876. I'm 174 years old.
I'm 250. I tell people that all the time. I'm 250.
So let a hoe be free. I give a bitch away before I keep her. Before I keep a bitch, I gotta give her away just so I know how she act when she's away from me. Pimp God is good.
Hey, man, good to hear from you. Keep us posted if you're doing anything live. Shoot me an email. I appreciate you. You're calling in, man.
Likewise, I appreciate you, Star. You know we in here, man.
Yes, sir.
Salute to the Star Report.
Salute.
Rory is a white hoe. Don't let him talk about no black issues
easy,
no more.
Easy. I don't want to go after other people. He's on the line. Well, good to talk to you.
Good. I'm
Salute.
gone.
Salute. Okay. Yellow Jesus tapping in. Folks, I'm going to take a quick break, okay, get some ice for my wine. We're having a tea sipper special tonight. Oh, Rory's back on the line. Rory, he's off, man. Can you hold on? I got to take a break. Rory, I got to take a break. He hung up. Can you want to hold on or call back? He hung up.
Yeah. Get his soft ass on the line.
All right, well, listen, I got to put you on a hold. I got to go in the kitchen.
I got you.
Okay, stay there. Yellow Jesus, Rory wants to talk to you. Can you call back? Hold on, Rory. Guys, let me go to Cash App. Am I saying your name right? Kemyata, thank you for your donation. As a resident of Philly, we took an L with this CL, okay? Okay. Didn't you guys have a trans shooter? A killer? I didn't do a deep dive in that story, but thank you for your donation. Okay, hold on a second, guys. I will respond after the show. Newt8282 got your donation. Picks to star to prove FBJ doesn't equal, free blowjobs. Okay. He's cool with the smoke, so I don't just read things to be disrespectful. Florida Boy Jay said he wants the smoke. So I'm reading that, Newt, because he said, he wants the heat and the smoke, all right? Okay, Yellow Jesus, I spoke to you. Thank you for your email. Darius, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. Sir Shy got your donation. Rory in a gay kung fu flick called The Iron Throat. Okay. Big J got your donation. Are you calling in from 213? Where is Big J? All right, Big J, sit tight. And Yellow Jesus, is that you? Yellow Jesus and Rory?
White man.
Okay. I'm gonna
my white brother.
I'm gonna take this call before my break. Rory, you have the floor first. You wanted to call back and say something to Yellow Jesus. He's on the line. Go ahead.
Yeah, this sucker. He's hollering at my name, and I never said nothing about him. Nobody said he called himself yellow because he's white. If you see his picture, he's as white as me. I get tanner than you in the summertime. I get more color than you in the summer. You white as hell. Only reason you got a little bit of G up in your bloodstream is because you half white, more than half white. You know what I'm saying? And you sweating me. Because we some New York dudes come down there and run your whole city, man. You know what time it is. You know how we get down. Take over D.C., take over Baltimore. Get the fuck out of here. You know what, Yellow Jesus? Yellow Jesus, you's a jealous Baltimore nigga. Because we New York motherfuckers run this shit, and you know that. You always... How many Yankee fitted hats you got, Yellow Jesus, in your closet?
Ooh.
Boy.
Okay.
Why you on my dick, man?
Oh. Okay, Rory, sit tight. Sit tight.
Black girls
I don't even wear hats.
Okay, Rory, sit tight. Yellow Jesus.
Black girls in Baltimore.
Rory, hang on. Yellow Jesus, you have the floor. Go ahead, sir.
Calling my name out.
You called his name.
Rory. Rory? Is it Rory? I got
It's the white Denzel to you. It's the white Denzel to you.
He's right there. He's right there.
Yeah, you're super. Rory, you're super cute. I got my homeboy. He's throwing a training party
cheap living
tonight.
In Manhattan, and you live in
Rory, fall back. Let this man speak. He's responding.
How'd you know he's in Manhattan?
Rory, hold on.
You're invited, sir. You're invited.
Okay. Yellow Jesus, you have the floor. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. We're waiting for you. Go.
Rory, Yellow Jesus loves you out here in these streets. Man, just let me know what's your fix. Is it the smoke or the sniff? Whatever you need, the pimp God is good. We'll send it over to you. You feel me? You know everything is decriminalized. Like Star said, everything is decriminalized. So
can I ask you not to bring me into this, please? You called his name, Yellow Jesus?
Yeah, he would be my son.
He's right there.
He would be my
Rory,
son.
hold on. Rory, hold on. Let the man speak. He called your name.
Who would be your son?
Go ahead. He's right there.
The boy you laying with is going to be your son. What are you talking about?
You would be my son. I'd take you on as a protege. You want to be a pimp? I'll give you a block. I'll give you a block in downtown Manhattan. Spin your head.
Bro, you
really
never worked nothing in your life.
If you really
But a
about
job.
that pimp shit, man. If you really about that pimp shit, come through, man.
Let me
Meet
know.
me. I set you up with a stroll, man. I'll hook you up with a stroll that'll make money. If you
Let
really
me know,
about that
and we're
pimp
going to
shit.
have you out
Yeah,
there. We're going to have you out there in the wig and the
We can
shirt.
see
We're
if
going to have
Yellow
you out there in the
Jesus really
wig and the
pimping
shirt.
like
I
that.
got you, Lord. I got you.
Yeah, man.
No
We
problem.
can see if Yellow Jesus really pimping like that, because we know there ain't no money in Baltimore. You motherfuckers sitting outside a broke down house selling watermelon cut up, man, for 25 cents a slice. You ain't getting no money down there, boy. You ain't no pimp. Come up here, man. I'll take you under my
Bro.
wing, make you a protege, man. West side of Manhattan. What?
Roy, if you buy a watermelon for a 99 cent and then you sell it for $4,
introduce you to some black girls.
that's 400% profit. What are you talking about?
I'll introduce you to some girls from Brooklyn, some girls from uptown.
Okay,
Bring him to me.
Rory's on hold. You have the floor. Yellow Jesus, you called his name. You have the floor. Please, can we handle this? You called his name. He's right there.
Yeah, Roy, just let me know let me know where they at and which block to come to. And, I'll be up there. I can come up there this weekend. It's not a problem, brother. So just let me know. And the pimp guard is good, and I pimp everywhere. So, and pimping and drug dealers is decriminalized. So we break all the laws, and we don't believe in no laws. Roy, get your best wig and get your best pig, and we're going to put you out there too, sir. We'll see you soon.
Okay, now hang on a second. Rory's going to respond. Let Rory respond to what you just said, please.
Yeah, I thought he didn't know how to pronounce my name, but he pronounced it well a couple of times there. He know the deal. He knows New York City is where it's at. He knows, they can't fuck with us down there in Baltimore, man. They can't
Rory, I
fuck
need
with
you to watch the F-bomb. We're doing good, but please watch the
my
F-bomb.
bad.
Come on.
All right, my bad.
Go ahead.
They taking a forever L on that one, man. When the suckers from up here get run out of town, they just go down there and regulate. You know what I mean? So, we got a history up here. Like I said, Yellow Jesus is a couple of years younger than me. He needs to embrace his white side. He needs to, because he's definitely 60%. You see a picture, dude, you can tell he's 60% white.
Okay.
So he just needs to stop with all that blickety black shit.
Okay.
And be cool with a white boy.
All right, guys, I have to take a break. Thank you, Rory, for calling back. Yellow Jesus, good to hear from you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, guys.
Pimp God is good. Yellow Jesus love.
Okay. Okay, back in the building. Star Report. Sunday evening, we are having a Chatty Patty special. And the tea sippers have been bringing me up to speed on the Keke Palmer, the new TikTok diss towards her baby daddy, Darius Jackson. Okay. In case you're just now joining us, we've been having some good discussions here. Florida Boy J also put me up to speed on Nick Fuentes being on the Fresh and Fit YouTube channel. Salute to those guys. Hey, they can have whoever they want to have on their show. I was just a little, thrown off at the young black females that were co-signing him, loving his swag, shall we say. But, it's been a good discussion thus far. Big J, got your donation, sir? I don't see you. Did we speak yet? I think that may be Big J. Sit tight. You're up next. Big J, sit tight. Okay, it's my next caller. Hey, Kerry, got your donation. She says, great show and thinking of you. Kerry, nice to hear from you. Kerry, I'm now in Stone Harbor, New Jersey. I got the hell out of Georgia. Oh, my God. Enough is enough. I don't know how else to say this, but that place is going to the dogs, folks. The Atlanta metro area. All you have to do is just Google Cop City, Atlanta, okay? But thank you, Kerry, for your donation. Thank you so much. Elvis the Chef Rosenberg got your donation, okay? Okay, somebody's sending me like a whole paragraph. Who is this? Okay, folks, I can't read a paragraph, but thank you. Who is Pretty Orchid? I'm sipping wine and I don't have my contacts in, but thank you so much. Thank you so much, okay? Blade says Star gives a bitch what she needs, especially if what she needs is a wheel kick, uppercuts, and eye jammies. No, Blade, that's not true. I have never been a physical person when it comes to females. I learned from my father to just leave. My father was good for saying, hey, watch your tone. He used to tell my mother, watch your tone, because my mother was a very feisty and educated Italian woman back in the 70s, always going to college to get her master's and then other degrees. My father would just say, hey, I'll see you tomorrow. Keep running your mouth. I'll burn this motherfucker down. Talking about the house. So, no, I've never been the type to put hands on a female. But thank you, Blade. Thank you for your donation as always. Blade sends another donation. Hey, Star, what's your new Fed assignment in Jersey? Every time you leave a state, people are locked up. This nigga snitching. Area code 213, is that Big J? 213, Big J, you there, sir? Give him a second.
Yo.
Hey, good evening, man. Thank you for your patience, and I got your donation. Where do you want to start?
Yo, this actually isn't Big J.
Okay. I thought it was a 213 number. Where do you want to start, sir? You have the floor.
Yeah, I want to talk about, let's go ahead and start off with the Keke Palmer situation.
Yes, sir.
Is he a hoe ass nigga?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I feel like the dude knew what type of female Keke was before all this even happened.
Yeah.
And so the fact that like, she's, showing out like that's nothing new. She been doing this. She was showing out behind closed doors, open doors, all the above. And so now all of a sudden he wants to voice his opinion and say how he feels. I think that is like some whole ass shit. I think where he went wrong is even being with Keke, right? I'm the type of dude where, like, I need a female to sit down. Like, she's an entertainer, so she's not a regular woman. But that's what you signed up for, bro. If if you wanted a regular woman, you should have got the Home Depot girl. But you got Keke Palmer, so that's just what comes with it. I think he needs to take a page out of dude's book, Monique's husband, aka Daddy.
Right.
I feel like he got his woman to check, and he needs to have that type of time when it comes to his woman.
Can I ask how old are you, sir? How old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay. You're a young man, respectfully, and that's a great thing. I like to talk to younger people and get their perspectives. I'm not one of these people who thinks everything from my generation was right and I'm some goddamn know-it-all. No, it's a different day and time. I stand on what I say about how I interact with females, and life is great. I'm happy. But I went back and looked at this situation and did more research, and I'm looking at Keke Palmer, 29 years of age, as if she were my daughter. And this guy, Darius Jackson, he was doing a lot of stuff exploiting her to some degree prior to her, dressing the way she was dressing with Usher, combined with the fact that she's been in the entertainment field since she was a child. She was a child star. So, I can't co-sign him now trying to regulate. It's like, dude, you've waited too long, or I'm not going to say he shouldn't have chose her because we can't control our feelings. I mean, she was attracted to him. Yeah. I don't know if he is in love with her. Maybe he's just chasing a bag. What do you think? Is he really feeling her like that?
Yeah, well, I think that he probably, I wouldn't say he's necessarily chasing a bag. Because if he was chasing the bag, I think he would know his place. He would, stand to the back a little bit and quarterback this situation better. But maybe, all of this is the play that they're running, and he's playing his role right now. But as far as I don't think he's chasing the bag.
Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. I think he's a bum ass nigga, and he doesn't know. Yeah, he doesn't know how to handle that caliber of female. And again, I mean, I've taken multiple shots, and I will continue taking shots at Bobby Brown. But Bobby Brown realized, the pedigree of Whitney Houston. He put his career on hold. That nigga just stopped putting out music. He ran and got the coke. He allegedly cooked up the coke for her.
Reality shows and
he got his pimp on. Never mind my career. You are the cash cow. Let's do what we do. I have to respect that type of, and I don't want to just use the word pimp. That type of man who can play his position. I think this guy Darius Jackson is a hoe ass nigga. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, you said it. Like I mentioned before, like with the Monique's husband, he seems to be doing something similar, like with Bobby Brown, I think. So.
Well, hang on a second. Again, stay with me. You're 30 what? 32, you said?
32.
Okay,
yes, sir.
Okay. What should Darius Jackson do now? I have a suggestion. What should he do to either rectify this situation or walk away? What do you think, 32 years of age? What do you think he should do?
I think that, if I was in this, I wouldn't have even done none of this in the first place. But
No. What should he do now? No. What should he do now? Walk away or rectify this situation? Which one?
I wouldn't say walk away. I would try to rectify the situation. I think it's important that the young man be in his child's life. I mean, if they can have like a co-parent, have like a 2-parent household, that's what I would vouch for. But
but how should he go about it? That's my question. What should be the process? Okay. Let's do a deep dive. What should you want me to go first? I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's what I think Darius Jackson should do to get his family back together. He should put a gun in his mouth and threaten to kill himself. Cry.
Oh, are you serious?
Sir, I'm
okay.
as serious as colon cancer.
Okay.
Now, I wouldn't do it. Listen.
Like,
hang on. Okay. I wouldn't do it, but I'm saying he's already shown he's emotional.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He should get with her for whatever. Just I'm coming over to see the baby, and just put the gun to his head and start crying, and say, I'm sorry, I love you. Just threaten to blow his brains out. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't take it to that level because she already. Well, it probably wouldn't matter because she already probably has lost a lot of respect for the dude anyway. So it probably wouldn't, make the situation worse. But as far as what I think that he should do, I just think that he should just shut up for right now, man, and just kick back, relax, let it simmer down because there's gonna be some more BS that come up later on. And
I hear you, sir, but listen, I want you to pay attention because I'm about to jump out the window. But thank you for your call. Thank you.
Okay, can I talk about the hello?
Yeah. No, I don't want to talk about Nick Fuentes. I want to focus on Keke Palmer. Thank you. Take it from an older man. Now, I've never done this, but I'm saying, based upon my experience, my knowledge, having seen some real hardcore pimps and the extent that they have taken it to. When you get a pedigree like a Keke Palmer, fuck your ego. That's the cash cow. Can anybody feel me in the live chat? You don't have to agree with me. Can you feel me on this? Put the snub nose to your temple and cry, threaten to blow your brains out. I want you back. I need you. I'm sorry. I can't live without you. Tap into her inner channel. Everything stops. I'm going to blow my fucking brains out right here in the living room, in the kitchen, on the patio. I want our family back together. Yes, no, maybe? Anybody? Yeah, the snub nose, not a Glock. You cock it back. I can't live without you. I can't live with you. I can't live without you. I'm out of here if you don't forgive me. Huh? Oh, she would say, no, because she would think about the PR. No, stop, don't do that, no, get back, don't, I'm gonna do it, no. Theatrics. Everything will stop. She'll stop texting. She'll stop whatever. The baby will be crying. Tap into her deepest emotion. That's a possibility that she will forgive everything that you've done and you can get back on track. Area code 404, late night, tea sipping, chatty patty, gossiping. Are you there? Area code 404.
Come on, nigga. This is late night. This is Zanzibar. We ain't sipping tea. I'm too old. I'm drinking coffee still. Folgers, instant.
My nigga. Good to hear from you. So, hold on. I need you right now. I need you. You're close to my age. We're talking about a thoroughbred. Keke Palmer, a goofy nigga, Darius Jackson. He screwed up. Let's deal with solutions. How can he win her back? I just laid out a scenario. Well, what say you?
Well, look, man, I ain't got to go along to get along. Yeah, Keke, she out there, but, I've been kicked out of plenty of homes. I've been kicked out of plenty of houses.
I know you
plenty
have.
Clubs and stuff like that.
I know.
So as a man, after you go through the ringer so many times, you got to realize, all right, next time I go, I ain't leaving with just my shirt. Mm-hmm. Next time I go, shit, why should I go? This is my place. You want to come in, you get out of my shit. And I think this whole thing about Keke Palmer, yeah, she nice, this and that. Listen, I could flaunt my girl on Instagram. I could flaunt my wife on Facebook or whatever. That's our intimacy. But when you out there, I don't give a damn.
You're not hearing me, old nigga, and I don't think you can relate. We're talking about a young, not even 30 years of age, thoroughbred, a cash cow. If you can't relate, just say you can't relate, old nigga. Maybe you can't relate.
I guess I really can't relate due to the fact that, you always got to keep in mind, that's her money. That's her thing.
Yeah.
No matter how tight you try to do it, he still would never reach the caliber of the crowd that she's surrounded about. So it's really a no-win situation. He looked up, he got her pregnant, right? Okay. They got a baby. So hopefully in the grace and the mercy, she may say, hey, maybe all this celebrity stuff, this and that, let me get back grounded and keep my family.
Okay. I got to go, old nigga. You can't see it, but thank you. Thank you, old nigga. Thank you. Let's get him out of here. Keke, do you love me? Are you riding? I can't live without you. I'm sorry. Does anybody? No, I mean maybe I'm doing too much. Where's On the Block with Jen? Jen, I got your donation again. Thank you so much. You see, Jen is a real one from the BX. Jen, you want to call back? Not that you have to agree with me, but nigga puts the snub nose to his temple. Let a tear come down. Hang on a second. Okay, I got a donation from a Darius. That's not Darius Jackson, but thank you, Darius, whoever you are, sir. Okay. Blade. Okay, Blade, I got your email. Thank you so much. Yeah. Area code 908. Late night tea sipping, gossiping, chatty patty hour. Talking about Keke Palmer. Are you there? Yes, sir.
What's going on, man?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Brooklyn Giggles.
Hey,
what's going on, man?
What's going on, my Nigerian spirit chucker? How are you, sir? What's cracking?
I'm good, man. Can you hear me clearly?
What's cracking? What's cracking? Let's go.
Yo, this is a crazy night right now. But
Yeah.
I want to get into the topic. Can I talk about the Nick Fuentes thing real quick?
Yeah, please. Hold on. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I definitely saw that episode, and you can't get any worse than that with Fresh and Fit. I think their career is finished.
Okay, we're not taking shots at other platforms. Let's not do that. Okay, let's focus on Nick Fuentes on their show and the black women that were, loving him. Feeling his swag. Let's keep it on that. I don't attack other channels. Go ahead.
All right. If you want me to keep it 100,
yeah, please.
Yes, I am the non-FBA, but those black women, they didn't look like FBA to me. They look like tethers. They look like tethers.
Okay.
They look like tethers. For them to agree with a lot of the things that he was saying, and like, to me, they didn't look like FBA. Mind you, that's Florida. So I don't think those were FBA women. I think they were tethers.
Okay.
And this is a non-FBA saying that. But that was cringeworthy to watch that show. It was crazy that they got Nick Fuentes just talking, using that N-word like it's like nothing. I'm like, nah, man. This
Well, he was resistant at first. They encouraged him to use it, and then he finally said, "Okay, nigger,"
Yeah, but we can't have that conversation because you told me not to attack them, so we ain't gonna have that convo. So anyway, we can move past that. Topic.
We don't have to discuss the host. I mean, they're just a host. I mean, so I have Rory on here. He's white. He says things that people don't necessarily like. But my concern, or I'm pointing out the black women that we're amping up the set. We'll finish up on that, and then we can go to Keke Palmer. And Janet, I see you, Janet. Sit tight, Janet. Go ahead.
Yeah, they amping up the set because they're not black women. They tell us because a real black woman would have checked them. Let's just call it what it is. They would have checked them.
Okay.
Those were tethers.
Okay.
And this is a non-FBA saying that. So anyway, let me go to the Keke Palmer situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you've discussed it before the last episode. I saw the video multiple times.
Which one?
I had a different perspective on it because at first I was defending him, but then I realized, what am I doing? Like, this dude really is a sucker. Like,
who's that? Nick
he
Fuente?
didn't play his part.
Who? Okay, Darius.
No, I'm talking about,
there's Jackson. Go ahead.
Darius. I'm talking about Darius. He didn't play his part. Now, the thing is, nobody really knows him. His brother is an actor. He was an actor in the show Insecure or whatever.
Right.
So that's why people kind of trying to figure out who he was. Like, he's just a guy that just got her pregnant or whatever. The thing is, like, I get why he did what he did, but like, no, in those type of situations, you don't post your information. You don't post things on social media. That's how you mess up the bag. And if I was him, I wouldn't put any gun in my mouth. I wouldn't do that, but I would just like, it's gonna have to be a simp for the rest of your life. It's over. Like, she got you. Like, there's not much he can really do. He ain't gonna leave her. Like, you can't. He can't let his pride and ego get in the way. Like, at the end of the day, she holds all the cards. I mean, there's no ifs or buts about it. Like, nobody knows who you are. You ain't making as much money as her. Like, at the end of the day, she's wearing the pants in the house. So
I got to stop you right there. I'm not saying she holds all the cards, nor am I saying she wears the pants. No, because this past Friday, I said what I said, and I stand on what I said about men being the men in a relationship. You don't bow, you don't kowtow, you don't cower. If she's feeling you, she's feeling you. You don't have to have anything. But I think that he misplayed his hand. I think he did some hoe-ass stuff. So how do you think he can rectify this situation? Or can he? Maybe he's not mentally equipped. Maybe he's out the door. She's got the baby. She's doing what she does. Where are we now? Brooklyn Giggles.
Not if he wanted to leave, he would have done it already. He's not going anywhere. He's gonna have to play his part. He's gonna have to pretend that he's happy being with a woman that he can't control. He's gonna have to pretend.
Okay.
He's gonna have to play house with Keke, because at the end of the day,
okay,
I know me and you're gonna agree or disagree on this, but for this particular relationship, she holds all the cards.
Okay.
When a woman makes more money than you, yes, a man gonna be a man. You're gonna pipe her down. You're gonna do you. But at the end of the day, there's only so much a woman can tolerate, especially when she's making way more money than you. At the end of the day, she could get some new dick, and it's whatever to her. Like, that's just my.
She can get new dick, but she can't get the right dick, and it's not just the dick that's going to give her what she ultimately needs. They need guidance. Brooklyn Giggles. Hang on, sir. If I can speak, you spoke. They all need guidance. All of your religious doctrines tell you this. Remember, you and I had this conversation before. With all due respect, you're waiting to get financially secure before you get married. That's foolishness. Now's the time. You're broke. She's broke. Respectfully, now's the time to get married. But anyway, they need guidance. Guidance, you know. I'll let you finish up, though. I got to bring Janet on the line. Go ahead, Brooklyn Giggles. You have the last word.
Keke Palmer, no one really, it's not that she wasn't known. Like, everyone knew who she was, but now that she had a baby, now that she's that it girl now,
yeah,
there's no control. There's no control in her. Like, at the end of the day, she was about to get herpes. She was about to get herpes dick.
I know she wasn't. She wasn't going that far. She wasn't
Yeah.
going that far.
What?
Oh, stop it.
What? I guess you didn't look at the video from my
I saw the video. She's an
actress.
Stop it. She's an actress.
Oh, God. If Usher had pushed up, she probably would have allowed it.
Okay.
If he had really pushed up, but Usher,
All right.
before I go, Usher played his part so well. Like the how he approached her, how he hugged her. Like, if you really watch that video, like the type of space.
I did. Usher probably likes Badusi, but listen, I gotta go, man. Thank you, Brooklyn Giggles. Thank you.
Usher.
Thank you. Let's get him out of here. Uh-oh. It's nice to hear from you, Janet. How are you? You're my last caller.
Hey, sir. How are you?
Janet, life is great. I'm back in New Jersey. You're in New Jersey, yes?
Yes, I am.
I'm back in Jersey.
Yes, I am.
I have been sleeping like a champ. I walked on the beach this morning at 7 a.m. Life is great. Where do you want to start?
Well, good that you're back in Jersey, big Jersey. We missed you.
Oh, thank you.
And I want to start with this. everyone is talking about this Darius guy, like he's some like layabout, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he has a podcast and all this other stuff before he met her. So he was doing all right. He's into fitness, so he's around a lot of girls with a lot of, he's good looking. So it's not like he's hurting for a date.
Okay.
Now, my whole thing is, I think that maybe Keke Palmer, she may be a slut whore. And he just got fed up.
You have to say allegedly. That's borderline, malicious.
I said I think. It's my opinion.
It's your opinion. Okay. Yeah. You have no proof.
That she might be.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And I tell you why.
Go ahead.
It's because, like, if you look at the baby had red hair. So he probably sitting at home and, like, why she don't want to celebrate her first birthday after having her first child with the baby father and the child? Okay. Why she out there in the middle of La La Land filling up for some man that, because she knows he like older women. So maybe, hey, you never know why she was out there. We never know what people are doing behind closed doors. So we all arguing at him. So myself, he shouldn't have made that post. So maybe that was just the final straw.
Okay.
Maybe this man been taking so much stuff and noticed so much stuff behind the scenes that we will never know. And then at the end of the day, he just said, hey, look, your mom. He didn't say anything else. He said, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm sitting up in here, both me and you are brunette. Our child got red hair. And on your first birthday, after your first child, you out here still on somebody that probably needs some type of sob medicine or something. Well, what are you doing? Yeah.
Right.
So maybe he's the one in the right, and we're the one in the wrong.
Possibly. Yeah. Possibly.
Yeah. So think about it that way. And as far as the guy on
well, now hang on a second, Janet. She put out a diss snippet on TikTok. Did you hear it?
No, yeah, I did hear it. I was about to say no. I heard it, and here's my thing. If you love that man, you understand what I'm saying? Now, you'll lay down, and this is your first baby daddy.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? People that had kids 50 years ago, they baby daddy could still get it. Still just walk up and get it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So my whole thing is, if when a woman in love with a man, she's going to protect that man.
Okay.
So it seems to me
Good point.
that she's going out shooting she's shooting arrows at this man.
Okay.
So why are you shooting? How is it so quick that after this baby is born and it ain't even a couple months old, this is your first baby? And this is the father, and you're shooting arrows at this man?
Mm-hmm.
You can make money. You're always going to make money. You're Keke Palmer.
Right.
You are American sweetheart. You are American sweetheart. You are, so you're always going to make money. You ain't going to never hurt for money. So how you going to go get somebody who's the father of your child, your only child, that quick and that fast?
Got you.
And with that much happiness. That tells me you don't really care about this man. That's the only thing I'm saying.
That's a good way to look at it. That's a very good way to look at it. And for those who don't know, Janet calls in from time to time. Janet does great research. I don't get a chance to look at all of her emails because she bombs me with emails, but I appreciate you. Nick Fuentes, did you see him on the Fresh and Fit YouTube channel? Nick Fuentes.
No, I did not. And so
not that you have to. It's not.
I really
don't
have no
deep,
opinion.
Okay.
I think the con is that you all seen female black faces laughing along with him, and I think that you say that's what got you upset. And the former caller said they wasn't even FBAs.
Can I ask you a question, Janet? Never mind Nick Fuentes. I think we're done with that. He's not that popping for me to spend any more time on him. Do you think R. Kelly deserves a new trial? Let's explore this. Do you think that R. Kelly deserves a new trial? Someone sent me a link with Adam 22 and Whack 100, and I didn't get a chance to listen to it. R. Kelly, I think he's trying to say that Tasha K, and I could be wrong, acquired some type of records illegally. Troll babies, am I saying that right or no? Do you know about this, Janet? I mean, maybe this should be the next show that I do, whether it's tomorrow or Tuesday. Does R. Kelly deserve a new trial? Is he trying to blame Tasha K? I'm wondering. Any knowledge there, Janet?
I think he deserves a new trial because his trial was judged. The jury of his trial, the true jury, was the media. And
I agree.
I believe his case was not, his jurors was not sequestered.
Right.
So anything that they put on the media, and they say, well, jurors are not allowed to go home and watch the TV and stuff, but they do because it's human nature and it's the nature of the beast.
Right.
Because it's curious. So whatever tone that the media was taking, the jurors was going to pick that up. If they haven't picked it up before the trial, which they most likely have, because it was so much bombarded with the negativity and the photos and everybody's opinion, it really came to head during the trial. Now, my whole thing
I rock with Tasha K heavy, let me just say that. But I'm just going by what, people are saying. I don't know.
That's where I was getting at.
Yeah, go ahead.
If she interfered, which I don't know, if she interfered in any way, and if she put this information on a public platform, which I'm not saying a jurist did or did not see it, she's in the wrong because now that jurist or jurist, if it was a great possibility, have access to information that they were not supposed to. So that right there falls underneath. He's supposed to have had a mistrial. He was supposed to have a mistrial. So if I think in the best interest of justice, even though I do think...
Hang on a second, Janet. Dee just sent me a text saying in January, R. Kelly has expressed during a jail call with radio personality Natasha Simona that gossip blogger Tasha K has tried to sabotage his sex crimes court case. Okay.
Yeah. So, in the best interest of justice, he does deserve a new case. But it's going to be hard to find him guilty this time around because there's been so much oil put in the water. It's been so polluted. And then that's with the new media, with the YouTube and the social media, it's very hard.
Janet, hold on a second. I don't have my contacts in, but Lunar Glider is in the live chat saying that you put on, asking, do you put on Vicks Vapor Rub before laying down?
Yeah, on my chest when my bronchitis act up. Yes, I put it on my chest, and then I get underneath my handmade blankets that my mother-in-law, may she rest in peace, maybe. What? Yeah, I do. I do. Yes, my bronchitis act up. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Is there anything else you would like to know?
No, it's just, listen, it's a tea sipper special tonight. I glanced in the live chat. So Luna Glider dumbing out.
Yes.
Hold on, Janet. Stay there. Hold on, Janet. Hold on. Terrence, I got you donation. Thank you for tapping in. Terrence says Darius should leave Keke Palmer and make a response diss. I disagree, Terrence, but thank you, man. That nigga needs to get back in her good graces. That's too much money to walk away from. Blade says, gotta treat cash cows like Keke different from regular hoes. Facts, Blade. It's okay. What is this? It's ain't. Blade, are you sipping? He says, it's ain't like she's some bum ass pregnant cokehead chick, okay, that you can pimp. Oh, wow. Okay. He said like some white chick that you can pimp on the corner of St. John's and Nostrand. Blade, I never pimped white chicks on St. John's and Nostrand in Brooklyn. But thank you. Yeah. You're thinking of Flatlands, Blade, over there by the White Castle. That's where the pimping was good. But thank you, Blade. Baker, I got your donation, sir. Kevin Federline put two in Britney and played his role. Facts. Facts. Baker just reminded us. Janet, are you there? Kevin Federline put two in Britney Spears and played his role. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Play your role. Play your position. Good, Janet.
Well, you know, maybe Kevin.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm here. Maybe Kevin was in it for the money. He already knew what he was going to do. Maybe this guy actually liked Keke, and she messed it up.
Yeah.
She messed it up. You know, it's hard out here to find somebody. Like, you know, they used to say, like, when you're going to find a true friend, if you find one person that's a true friend, you're lucky. So imagine finding that love of your life. That's a hard thing to find. And then to mess it up for some clout, that's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I think the guy was in the right.
I think,
and, you know, we just all Keke because she's popular.
Yeah. Jen, do you think you and I can maybe put together some bullet points for a show later on in the week? I need to do a little research. Does R. Kelly deserve a new trial based upon, you know, what I said earlier, and you know, the speculation that certain things may have been tampered with. Does R. Kelly deserve a new trial? I think that might be a decent conversation.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, I could get into that. Oh, also, you know, you had me do a research paper on this the black and the Hispanic thing, and you know, you never did that show. So, you know, when I do research, you know, by the emails that I send, I research. I don't just, you know, surface. So we're gonna do this.
Hang on. I didn't ask you to do a research paper. I said here's an email, and we may discuss this. Now, if you chose to do a paper, that's something you chose to do. Don't start talking about I owe you money for a goddamn paper. I mean, you could have put together some bullet points and just called it. The fuck?
I don't get off this phone. All right. It was good talking to you. Welcome
too.
back.
You too, Janet.
You know what you should do? You should go get a newspaper, actual newspaper, and just sit on the beach and read a paper.
No, I smoke cigars early in the morning on the beach when no one else is there. I don't want to read newspaper. That's a little too weird. But good to hear from you. Let's talk soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, Jen. Okay. Lord Johnson, 48. No, I'm not a Breakfast Club watcher or listener. No, I didn't see that interview, but thank you for your donation. If there's some type of trending story with regards to the Breakfast Club, and this has nothing to do with hating on anybody. I've never met Charlemagne. I've only seen DJ Envy in person twice in my life. That's just not my thing, you know? I listen to Bloomberg radio in the mornings, if I listen to radio in the mornings at all, or you know, something more news-driven. Is there something I should know about that particular interview? You can send me an email. Where's my email address? I'll put it on the screen, okay? Viewmaster 617, the clout got different, so Keke got different. Okay. Okay. She's a pretty good singer, I will say that, in case you're just now joining me. Keke Palmer put out a song a couple of months ago. It's the last video on her YouTube channel. I can't find it right now. Good-looking girl, you know? Thank you for your donation. Guys, on the screen, I as live music review.com. Please check them out. Tell them I sent you. Tell them sponsors. And guys, in my community section, there are links to my sponsors. You can please go there, tell them I sent you, okay? Hang on, you know what? I haven't checked my spam folder in a couple of days. Give me a second, guys. There are some people who I send them to my spam folder. If you're like emailing me every day, I don't hear from someone every day. Or if you're sending me like multiple emails, I send you to the spam folder. Okay, I see this person. Yeah, he does too much. Jesus Christ. What are you talking about now? Oh, okay, and there's a female threatening me. I haven't seen this broad in fucking 8 years. And she's, hang on a second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 emails in my spam folder. I'm going to kill you, you black son of a bitch. Hang on, let me move her emails to a particular folder. Tommy, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Need who on a show once I helped you get to GA? What are you talking about, sir? No one helped me do anything. What are you talking about? Who are you, sir? Don't start that old goofy ass. Nah. You know, remember I held you down? There's no nigger who's ever held me down. Helped me do what? What are you talking about, sir? You sound like a New York nigger. You helped me do shit. But thank you for your donation. Area code 980. You are my last caller. Good evening. 980. Where do you want to start?
Yo, it's a pleasure to be your last caller, Star.
Yes, sir. How are you? It's cracking.
I'm all right, man. I forgot to say about the Keke Palmer situation.
Okay.
That, man, she was messing with Trey Songz, wasn't she? Like, it was a situation.
Sir, we spoke earlier. Yes, you're the tea sipper from earlier. Yes?
I don't sip any tea. I don't know I don't even like tea.
Well, no. When you and I spoke earlier, you were familiar with Keke Palmer on Nickelodeon, and you knew, things that a fan would know. I'm not trying to clown you. That's a tea sipper. You follow certain things by way of the media, yes?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's nothing to be ashamed of if you're a tea sipper, but go ahead. What do you want to say, sir? Go ahead.
I don't like sweet tea.
Okay.
All right, but anyway, no, what back then, like I heard, like, I think she was like crying or something, like, you know what I mean? Like they was like, yo, she messing with Trey Songz, something at a party, and somewhere in some closet they did like the little truth or dare, like in a little spin the bottle closet little situation, and her and Trey Songz was in there. Come on, bro. And then I'm hearing she crying about it. I know what that was. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't crying like that it happened. She was crying. She probably was crying because it got out to the world.
I'm Googling it. Go ahead. I'm Googling it. Keke Palmer talks about... talks about sexual harassment.
Like me.
Okay. Keke Palmer talks about sexual harassment from Trey Songz.
Right. Yeah. Sexual harassment.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Sexual harassment? Yo. If it's true, hey, I don't want to make no jokes about that. If it's not true, come on, man. Sexual harassment.
Well, now hang on a second, sir, because I've met Trey Songz, great guy. But now he's been accused, or at least 4 or 5 women have accused him of giving them tune-ups, uppercuts, forearm smashes. He's a grimy Virginia nigga, allegedly. So I'll give her.
Oh, that's why.
I'll give her that one.
Yeah, like
I'll
why
give her
you
that
have
one.
her in the closet at a party, bro?
What's that?
No, that kind of makes sense though, because it's like, why would you have her in the closet in the party?
He may have been high on that shit, sir. That's a VA nigga. They get out there and they don't give a goddamn. Could have been. Where's he from? Do you know? Is he from Newport News?
I don't know where Keke Palmer's from.
No, Trey Songz, sir. Hang on a second.
LA?
Sir, hold on a second. Stay with me. You're my last caller. Where's Trey Songz from? Trey. I remember he was about to whoop August Alsina's ass. Remember that? That's some old tea.
Oh, man, hey.
Yeah.
You singing niggas going at it? I don't give a damn.
Petersburg, Virginia. That's an ass-kicking nigga.
Okay.
That's an ass-kicking
huh?
nigga. He may have choked her.
Yeah.
He may have choked her and she spoke her truth. You mad because she said Trey Songz yoked me up? Or where you going? Where you going?
No, I'm just saying, right? Like, just like the guy was saying earlier, previously, he was like, "Yo, Keke Palmer, she is not one of those now. She's always been a queen. She always been, you know what I'm saying? I always gave her props and everything, but she's not like, bro. I wouldn't have cuffed that up. I would have my time. I would love to rent the car out. I would drive that motherfucker till it run out of miles. You hear me? But I'm not buying it. I'm not like trying to own it.
What type of girls are you cuffing, sir? What type of girls are you cuffing?
Oh man, a type of chick that I would cuff. Yo, to be honest, bro. We're not brothers, so I'm not gonna say that.
What type of girls are you cuffing?
I cuff a girl with, like, you know what I mean, like a good head on her shoulders, like, no pun intended, but she gotta have a good head on herself. You feel me? Like, she can be from the hood, it don't matter. She could be from the suburbs, you feel me? Like, she just, I don't want a chick who's,
how big does her penis have to be?
Who's gonna pop her butt on camera for the world to see? Okay.
All right, sir.
Just like Ricky.
Sir.
The guy.
Sir, I gotta get some sleep. Sir, I have to get some sleep.
I'm saying exactly what
I
was
appreciate
wanting
you.
to say, yo.
I appreciate you calling back.
Your girl is popping her butt, and you cool with it. But as soon as she get in front of a nigga,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Another dude, you got a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's goofy, bro. I don't want a chick like that, though.
Okay.
You feel me? Like, I get it. She's proud. She's happy. She got a baby and everything. That's good. That's a blessing. It's beautiful. I'm not saying anything about that baby. I'm not saying anything about the family or anything like that.
What's the most you've ever paid for a lace front? What's the most you've ever spent?
A lace front? What's wrong with you? Nah, you tripping now. You tripping. You talking about for my ladies' lace front?
Sir, I have to go. Thank you for calling back. Salute, my nigga. Salute.
Yeah, you tripping.